East Loop 304 in Crockett and is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Whataburger, hot, fresh, flavorful, and proud to back the Bulldogs. It's a powerful company. The Crockett Bulldogs, game time.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is homecoming, and we will be changing a thing or two around. The Teague Band has graciously moved their performance to right now, before the game, to allow the Crockett time to have our Ring of Honor ceremony, our homecoming court, and the Crockett Band to perform. The Teague Band will conclude their performance with the playing of their school song, and I want to give a tip of the hat to the good folks at Teague ISD for their showing of outstanding sportsmanship for allowing this to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the three-time consecutive UIL Area D finalist and the true pride of Freestone County, the mighty Teague Lion Band. Director of the Teague Lion Band is Corey Hiles. Assistant directors are Isabel Padilla, Leah Johnson, and Kendall Hullum. The mighty Teague Lion Band will be performing their 2025 UIL show, Game of Survival, arranged and designed by Bass Deese, Clayton Harris, and Zach Worley. Music includes Game of Survival by Rule, Dies Irae Requiem by Verdi, My Body is a Cage by Peter Gabriel, The Battle Within by Rise Above, and Survivor by Destiny's Child.
Prey.
3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1
Ladies and gentlemen, the Teague Band! The Teague Band would like to thank the Teague ISD administration, faculty and staff, band parents, and the Teague Band boosters for their love and support. And at this time, the Teague Lions will now perform the Teague High School alma mater, followed by the Crockett High School school song.
I can be better. 50 pounds lighter. I wish.
Hang in there, y'all. Go to the top.
Yes, sir.
Well, good evening, football fans, and welcome to Crockett High School in the Monte Driskell Stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Jack, home of the Crockett Bulldogs. Tonight, the Crockett Bulldogs, under the leadership of head coach J.D. Jordan, will be taking on the Teague Lions, and we welcome our visitors from Teague. Tonight's game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League. Officials for tonight's game have been selected with the consent of both schools. The rule of an official is not unlike that of players, coaches, teachers, and school administrators. Without them, this game would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game. We ask you, as students, parents, and spectators, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials that you would extend to any dedicated person in the position of responsibility by respecting their rulings for tonight's game. Everyone with the Crockett Independent School District welcomes you, our visitors from Teague, and we hope that everyone enjoys this athletic event. It is the intention of Crockett ISD to provide a safe and enjoyable environment for students, staff, parents, and guests. Stadium rules are posted, and we ask that everyone please comply with posted rules as well as requests made by Crockett ISD staff and security personnel. Failure to comply may result in the immediate ejection of the violator from this and future events, and we thank you for your cooperation. Tonight's game is a result of many hours of preparation. Regardless of the outcome of tonight's game, these players, along with their coaches, have worked hard to get to this level by proving their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. We ask that you support them with your cheers, your applause, and your good sportsmanship, but do not, through any of your actions, cause them to doubt the values of athletics. By your conduct, allow these athletes, along with their coaches, to represent their schools with both pride and honor. While your sportsmanlike actions may only play a small part in the outcome of the game, it will play a much greater role in continuing to encourage competitive athletics. We also ask that you show your appreciation and support for the students who will be taking part indirectly at tonight's game. The cheerleaders, the bands, the pep squads, and the students who support their teams both home and away. These young people play an integral part in the team's success. For your convenience, our concession stands are located on each side of the field on the west end, along with restroom facilities. We thank you for your attendance, and again, to those of you that are visitors from over at Teague, we welcome you to Crockett.
You know, you kind of look back, and we can't really compare the Crockett team from last year to the Crockett team this year. So, I mean, from what I've seen, and of course we've seen it with the offense, these are two completely different teams from last year and this year.
Well, running a complete different offense, and I think we're actually, you know, they scored a few points on us. In fact, I'll just tell you right now, Crockett, again, 3-3. We lost to Caldwell game 1, lost to Cypress Christian game 2. Then we had the 3-game winning streak, beating the Waverly on the road, beat Centerville here at the Jack. And then we also beat Tarkington on the road, 4A school. And then last week, very competitive game. In fact, I think it was 35-28 at one time. Westwood ended up beating Crockett 56-35. Crockett, if you're going to have a 3-3 record, this doesn't. They've scored 182 points, giving up 181 points.
Really?
Yeah. They're averaging, 30 on both sides of the ball. Taking a look at Teague, haven't scored as many points. I think they might have played a little bit tougher schedule, but not much. They beat New Waverly. The only common opponent is New Waverly, and both teams beat New Waverly. They beat New Waverly week 1. They lost to Toller week 2, 13-12. Scored a lot of points against Ferris, 51-37. They beat Mahia 14-13. I was kind of shocked at that score because Mahia's been kind of down. Lost to Bullard 35-20. Then last week, lost to highly ranked Fairfield 44-6. So they're coming in on a 2-game losing streak. So the Dogs need to jump on them quick and kind of get those shoulders shrugged and get the posture not right.
Yeah, let's see if we can get them to 0-3 in the last 3. That'd be great.
And our game time conditions at kickoff, it's going to be 76 degrees with a 7-mile-an-hour south-southeast wind. At halftime, it's not going to drop a whole lot. It's going to be 73 degrees, and by the time we get out at the end of the game, it's going to be 72. So really not much of a drop temperature-wise. I think the big drop, not big drop, but the bigger drop's going to be about a week away, at least a week away. Finally, we might start getting some fall temperatures. I know everybody's looking forward to that.
Yeah, if we can get a little rain mixed in there, too, we sure need it with some of these burn bans we got going on.
And again, this pregame is brought to you by Knox Furniture. We certainly appreciate the Knoxes. And the first quarter is going to be brought to you by Houston County Electric Co-op. Second quarter by Husky Trailer and Parks. Halftime report by David Crockett Drugs. Your third quarter by Piney Woods Law. Your fourth quarter by Bruner's Economy Car Center. Every time the Bulldogs kick off, it's going to be a Cutshaw Chevrolet kick. Every time the Bulldogs pick up a first down, I hope there's going to be a bunch of them tonight. It's going to be the Hargrove Mill Heating and Air first down. And at the end of the game, Dustin and I will pick the Domino's player of the game. And Dustin at halftime, he'll give you the Wiesner scoring summary. Then it's also at the end of the game. 10 other fine sponsors bringing tonight's game possible. C3 Services, United Ag and Turf, East Texas Roofing, Parks Overhead Door, Double K Concrete, Crockett Farm and Fuel, Crockett Ag and Auto, Aurora Concepts, Lucas Roofing, and Texas Star Propane. And we're going to throw it back to the station for 2 minutes, and we'll come back and we'll go over the district standings here for the Crockett Bulldogs and Teague Lions.
Hello, Houston County Electric Cooperative members. Have you heard the latest news? We have a new mobile app, and it's pretty exciting. Visit the App Store on your smartphone and download MyHCEC. The MyHCEC app allows you to report outages, view your energy usage, and pay your bill, all from the convenience of your phone. Houston County Electric Cooperative, powering your way of life.
Mia Davis, we need you in the press box. Mia Davis, we need you in the press box. Mr. Miller, answer the radio, please. It's homecoming night, folks. Give us just a moment.
I did.
Ladies and gentlemen, I ask at this time that everyone please rise. Gentlemen, move cover as we have our student-led prayer presented by Miss Mia Davis. That will be followed by the playing of our national anthem presented by the Crockett High School Band. And the colors will be raised by members of the Crockett FFA chapter, Claudia Bautista and Liliana Gomez.
Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together today to celebrate this special night of homecoming with pride and community. We ask for safety, sportsmanship, and teamwork within both teams.
Check, 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 check.
May every player honor the game
check,
and
one,
one
two,
another,
1, 2, 1, 2.
leaving the field with memories of respect, courage, and camaraderie. Bless this game, the team, and everyone here with us tonight. In your name we pray. Amen.
Okay, I got the commercials loud and clear. So hopefully we're connected. External issues would be correct. No control for us.
Captains for tonight's game for the Teague Lions: number 8, Landon Evans; number 17, Braden Leja; and number 77, Jacob Matthews. For the Crockett Bulldogs: number 3, Julian Adams; number 4, Zay Butler; number 5, Joaquin McKnight; number 55, Josh Bell; and number 64, Emmanuel Salazar.
Of course, they had the one, he kind of kicked it deep, and unfortunately Westwood ran it back on that one punt return. It wasn't the punter's fault. He was definitely nailing him last week, so I'm sure he'll be back there again, but hopefully we won't see him a ton on the punt side. I'd rather get first down and scoring touchdowns than punting the football.
It looks like sophomore kicker Omar Gonzalez is going to throw the ball up at the 40-yard line. About to get this District 9 second district game of the season rolling here at Monte Driskell Stadium.
Back to receive, you got 0 Jaden Brown.
And the ball's going to be kicked back about the 8-yard line. Running across the left-hand side, looking for blockers. And he's going to get hit hard from the back. But it's a pretty good return. It seemed like we were slow getting down there on our coverage. Everybody's trying to stay in their lane, but they're going to take over about the 35-yard line of Teague.
See what time I'm excited to see the Bulldog defense tonight. They did a really good job. I know the score didn't indicate, but the first half of that, I mean, the first quarter of last week, they really held that high-powered Westwood offense in check. They played tough. You know, we knew Westwood was going to get their points, but I was really impressed with Crockett defense, especially the defensive back. See what they can do tonight.
Another good thing, I don't see anybody look like on the sideline like they can't play tonight. It probably looks like all hands on deck. Just turn around, hand off the big fullback running up the middle. That's number 17. No?
I believe that's number 7.
7. So that's the running back, Jaden Cole. He's a senior running back, also plays linebacker. Runs pretty hard.
He's not small, Tommy, I'll tell you that.
He's going to pick up about 8 yards. We're going to call it 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line of Teague. 2 receivers to the left, 2 small receivers out there to the left. Both of them got to be less than 5'10". And I thought he was moving, but no flag. They're going to give it to him again. He's going to pick up the first down. Cole is number 7. He's going to get about a 5-yard run down to about the 48-yard line of Teague. Still in Teague territory. First down for the Teague line. Again, both teams coming in 0-1 in district. Both teams coming in with a 3-3 record on the season. So something's going to happen to break this tie we have with them right now. I was hoping the Dogs would take the ball first. It's been kind of successful for us the last 3 of the last 4 games.
Yeah, well, I think they had to kick off last week. It's just they got the ball right away.
Got 2 receivers, one receiver to the left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield. They're going to turn around and give it to the same back. He's going to be tackled for no gain. They might give him, I think that was a bad spot. They're going to give him a yard gain, but I think they're tackling him maybe even behind the line of scrimmage, or at least at the line of scrimmage. Good tackle there. I think that was I think that's our kicker. Was that Bell or was that Bolton?
I think that was 54. I think that was Bolton.
Okay.
Kid can do it all.
Going to bring up 2nd and 9. Still at the 49-yard line of Teague. Nice to have the equipment working properly tonight. Little adjustments on our part. This time they're going to give it to, he's coming around the right-hand side. He's going to pick up the first down inside about the 40-yard line. And we got some, there's a flag. I don't know if it's going to be on Crockett or on Teague.
I think the far side of the field.
I think it might be on Teague. Teague pushed the Crockett Bulldog defender a little harder than Crockett Bulldog did, and I think they're going to march them back.
Holding on Teague. There we go. Caught a break there, Tommy.
Yep. And because he did have the first down, if it's going to be a spot foul, it's going to be 2nd and where they mark it off from. It looks like they're going to mark it off from the 46, so it should go back to the other 46 or 44.
All right, got him behind the sticks now. Here we go.
So now it's going to be 2nd and about 14 as they're at the 44-yard line of Teague, and they got to get all the way down to the 42-yard line of Crockett. 10:07 mark here, no score here at Monte Jack Driskell Stadium, otherwise known as the Jack. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield, quarterback in the shotgun. They're going to turn around and hand it off, and he's found a hole right here, folks, and he's running hard. He's going to pick up a big gain of about 25 yards all the way down to about the 40-yard line, and they've found, or 35-yard line, they found something they like on their right-hand side, our left-hand side on defense.
Like so far, I mean, of course, no passing play so far, and I believe, every run besides the one where they, picked it up for just no gain, it's been to the right side. See the Bulldogs adjusting what Teague's doing right now.
Again, the quarterback, senior Garrett Winkler, back in the shotgun formation. Going to turn around and hand it up the middle again. He's going to roll another 10 yards. He's fighting. I didn't think we were going to get him on the ground. He broke about 4 or 5 tackles. That's a sea of blue behind him. Going to pick up about 15 yards or 16 yards down to the 19-yard line.
See, what time it's a much different offense than what they saw last week. I mean, we had the the number 1 quarterback in the state of Texas as a junior sitting around there throwing it around. I don't think he's just right now content to line up and kind of I wouldn't call it a power eye because they're still in shotgun, but it's kind of a new type of eye formation and run the football.
Now back to quarterback again, right up that right-hand side. We do a little bit better this time. There's a flag. I almost bet you either we're offside. Yeah, I think we're offside. I'm sure they'll take the penalty and move us down. Should be 2nd and 5.
Another run to the right side.
Flag on the play.
Looks like the two running backs that they're kind of rolling in right now. They're two bigger boys. You've got number 10, that's Mario K.I.V.Y, and then you've got number 7, that's Jaden Cole. Jaden looks like a senior. You got a senior and a junior kind of man in the backfield for Teague in the running back position.
2 yards. Did they say it was at the 45? They did. Okay.
Can you hear Jason talking at the outro? I mean, it's the Grapeland game.
I can a little bit. We'll just get the play-by-play from there.
And this time going around the right-hand side, a little bit better time. It's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards. We'll bring up second and short.
Did you see how the running back was holding the ball there?
Like a local bread.
He had it out just in his hand, in the palm of his hand. He had it palmed. He did not have it tucked away. I hope the Bulldogs saw that as well. If he continues to do that, you got to start punching for the ball there.
Yeah, second and half, about a half a yard to get the first down. If they pick this up, they'll be inside the 10-yard line, and we won't be able to get a first down without getting a touchdown. Again, Winkler, the quarterback, not a big quarterback. He's probably 5'10", 6 foot, 175 pounds. He's going to turn around and hand it off to the big man running up the right-hand side. He's going to pick up the first down about the 7-yard line. First and go for the Teague line. Here at the 7:43 mark here in the first quarter. I tell you, Dustin, at this rate, we know Crockett's not going to throw the ball a whole lot.
We'll be home early
We might be home by 9:30.
I mean, so far, Teague has done nothing but just take the snap, turn around, head it off, and run to the right side. I
think they're going to try to eventually slip a pass in there.
Play action coming soon.
Going to put a man in motion. Number 3 goes in motion. Snap back to the quarterback. Again, right up the middle. He's going to get close. He's going to get down inside the 2-yard line, looks like, or just outside the 2-yard line. We're going to bring up second and go. This is where the Bulldogs need a penalty on Teague, or we need to little turnover right here.
Yeah, turnover would be nice. I was kind of thinking about, a few of the games that I've done, of course, have been in the losing effort. Crockett Bulldogs hadn't taken care of the ball. They didn't really do a good job. They've got to take care of the ball tonight in order to have a chance.
Again, tight formation. Bulldogs have penetration, and he's going to lose about 3 yards all the way back to the 5-yard line. That's going to bring up third and go at the 5. Or we're going to mark him down at the 4 now. I don't think he got there, but that's where they put the ball down, just outside the 4-yard line. Quarter just about half gone. Bulldogs have not had the ball yet. Almost a 6-minute drive by the Teague line. Pretty good crowd here for homecoming tonight. Again, we'll be talking about the people going into the Ring of Honor. We'll be talking about the Queen's Court. This time they're going and got him again. The Crockett Bulldogs, he's going to lose another yard. Back to about the 6-yard line, loss of 2. It's going to bring up 4th down to see if the Teague line's call a timeout, or if they're going to maybe bring a kicker out.
Like they're running somebody out, but I think that's wide receiver. Looks like they're going to go for it, Tommy. Those last 2 plays, the Bulldog defense really just sold out for the run. I think I just continue to do it until they show that they're going to pass it. I think right here might be your time. I think Steve might put it in
I think they're going to have them call. Well, they still got 17 seconds on the play clock. There's no really rush. Down to 10 now. They got to kind of get up there quickly. Down to 5.
Big play right
now. Snap back. They're going to hand it off, and the Bulldogs will stop him. He's going to lose another 2 or 3 yards. It's turnover on down. Good job by the Crockett Bulldogs making this homecoming crowd get up and cheer. Dogs keep him out of the end zone.
Just off flag fly. I don't know who it was on. I didn't see a scuffle or anything like that, but he threw it high.
If it's on Crockett, there was only one Crockett player even in the vicinity. If it's on Teague, there was several Teague players right there.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Teague.
We'll take it.
Said something he didn't like.
Instead of having it at the 10-yard line, now we're going to have it out on our 25-yard line. We'll definitely take that.
Hey, there is more. It's going to be a negative 1-yard punt.
I thought he only marked off 5 yards.
Well, this is unsportsmanlike conduct, isn't it?
It had to be that late of a call. Crockett's going to take over. Going to put Griffin in motion. He's going to get hand off to him. They're going to hit him. He's going to bounce off a couple. He's going to fight hard, but only get about maybe 2 yards. I'm trying to remember the coach told me the nickname they call him. If all the players call him, I can't remember what it was, but it's kind of a a very interesting, cool name, but I'll see if I can think of it here in a minute. But it's going to bring up actually about only a yard gain out at the 11-yard line or 16-yard line of Crockett. About to go in the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Again, this first quarter is brought to you by Houston County Electric Co-op.
Bulldogs kind of taking their time to get up to the line right now. Of course, play clock's still at 22 seconds, so they don't have to rush at all. Looks like they're going to get the call in right now.
Yeah, this first quarter is going to fly by.
Yeah, so you got the quarterback. That's the sophomore, Jalen White, coming in and talk to the coach. He's going to take the call back to the huddle.
They want to hurry now. They're down to under 10 seconds.
Get up there and snap it.
In super tight formation. I think Butler might get this ball. No, they're going to hand it off to Griffin going around the right-hand side. And he's fighting, folks, but he's going to pick up about 4 yards. He's going to bring up third and about 5 as they're about the 21-yard line. I tell you, I don't know if they'll call it that little play they did last week against Westwood where they threw the ball. We had 4 receivers wide open, 30 yards down the field. I would kind of like to see that play right now.
That would be bad. I'm telling you, they fooled everybody. They fooled everybody in the stands on the western side with that play. They were just pick who he wanted to throw it to there.
Pick down here, 3rd and 5 for the Bulldogs at their own 21-yard line. This time they're going to give it to Butler coming around the side. That's got to be a horse collar. There it is. I mean, he's probably going to
be close to it.
Well, actually, I think they got him marked down for a first down, but it should be a first down plus 15 yards. Right now, Teague's kind of losing their composure. Teague's usually a very well-coached team. I'm not saying it's the coach's fault for this, but, I mean, they usually play pretty penalty-free in the last few years. Kind of surprised at this, but it definitely was a horse collar. Official kind of struggled to get his flag out of his pocket, finally threw it. Instead of being at the 27-yard line, should be down about the 42-yard line. So good field position now for the Bulldogs. Clock to stop because of the penalty. And he winds it up, 3:47 and counting. Bulldogs, their first possession of the game. Again, super tight formation. Sophomore quarterback White under center. He's going to pitch it back to Griffin. Running the right-hand side. He's going to break through. He's going to get a nice gain of about 8.5, 8 yards right at the midfield, 50-yard line. And, of course, you saw it last week, Dustin. His motor in the fourth quarter last week, I mean, they're getting beat by 20 points, and he's just running hard as he can run.
Oh, yeah, he has no quit. He has no, he's got a lot of want to. He's hard to bring down, as we just saw on that run, as we've seen all year, really. I mean, he's just a very strong running back. I mean, he's kind of coming to the sideline right now. I think they're working on his helmet. I mean, he has got just huge legs, what you want a running back like that. Keep your legs turning, keep moving forward. They stand you up, you get some big linemen behind you, and you just keep pushing the pile. 2nd and 2, right at midfield strike, 50-yard line. White under center. This time they're going to give to 5. There we go.
He's going to break a tackle. And might be gone. He is gone, folks, all the way into the end zone. It's going to be a 50-yard touchdown run by Zay Butler, number 4. 50-yard touchdown run. I mean, he wasn't tough probably for the first 5 yards, and then he turned on the Jets. I thought they were going to catch him, and he found another gear and said, not today.
It's like the safety kind of had a hang on him, but he just outran him. I mean, what a great run by Zay Butler right there. We got a light show in the Jack.
Yeah, folks, they call them bouncing lights. Every time the home team scores a touchdown here, mind that Driskell Stadium chart over here can flip a switch, and the lights, because they're LEDs, they start bouncing. It's a pretty cool feature.
We didn't have that cool stuff when I was playing here in 2000.
We had LEDs. You turn them on, we'd be sitting here waiting 30 minutes for them to come back on.
We didn't even have the turf.
Not LEDs, but HIDs. Omar Gonzalez on. Butler scores a touchdown. Then he has to hold the kick. And up and through the upright. Our new score now, the Crockett Bulldogs leading 7-0. Not bad for, Teague keeping the ball for 6.5 minutes. The Bulldogs only kept it for about 3.5 minutes. But the Bulldogs successful go down and score. And, boy, I mean, this one player, he is getting an earful from one of the coaches out there about the 15-yard line.
On the Teague side?
Yeah.
I see him coming.
Yeah, he's kind of hanging his head right now. I don't know what.
Must have missed an assignment. I mean, on a run like that, usually somebody missed an assignment where they needed to be. But, like you say, Tommy, Teague got the ball first, went right down the field. Bulldog defense stood him up, got the ball back, and then just like that, we're up 7-0.
Hey, we're going to keep it right here. Did you, age-wise, how are you close to the age to Gunnels boy that's coaching over there for Teague?
So we're the same age. I both graduated high school in 2007. So he was the Lovelady line. I was Crockett Bulldog. But we played a lot of Little League together. We played select baseball around the Houston area together. So we were around each other a lot. Just kind of went to different schools there. But hadn't got a chance. I thought he might be, one of the press spot coaches since he's a defensive coordinator, but I do see with my trusted binoculars, which I have tonight.
He's a big old boy.
Yeah, he's down on the sideline, so I'm sure he's really not happy with a 50-yard TD run.
That might have been him that was had that guy giving that earful.
He might have had something to say about that.
Yeah, his dad is a few years younger than me, but his dad actually went to high school here in Crockett.
Okay.
Played for the Bulldogs.
Oh, my.
A little squib kick. Nobody's in the middle. Got to get there. And I thought it was bouncing, but I think that's something else, the shadow I saw. But Teague's going to get on the ball about the 33-yard line. No urgency really. Anybody to go get that ball.
No, that kind of seemed like the first kickoff of the Westwood game last week. It was kind of a little fluke kick right in the middle of the field. Everybody just kind of looked at each other. The ball landed. It just happened to bounce right up into a Teague line chest before the Bulldogs get it.
I don't know if he meant to do that or if he just went to kick it and he just kind of went up on him.
I'm not sure, but I mean,
not bad.
First kicked off and kicked deep, and they got, Teague has worse field position now, so it worked out.
Coach, you going to come out and play in the backfield? He passed the number.
Oh, Whitehat's telling him to back up.
And now we have three receivers to the right, kind of changed on formation on the second possession. And, could have been an easy pick six by the Bulldogs, but the quarterback put a little bit of touch on it. As we shot the gap, they did a little
like a bubble screen. The Crockett defensive back was right in between the quarterback and the screen passer. And, I mean, he just put it right over his head. But right there for a minute, I thought he was going to throw it right to him, and that would have been an easy pick six for Julian Adams Sr. there.
I might have could have scored from there.
I think
maybe.
I know, yeah.
If I probably would have pulled a hamstring before I got to the 5-yard line. 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line of Teague. Going to put number 3 in motion. It should be a run to the big back. It is. He goes around the right-hand side. He's going to pick up about 4 yards, just shy of the first down. Going to bring up a big 3rd down right here for the Teague line. I would think the score being what it is, the position where they're on the field, if they don't pick this up, I bet they go for it on 4th down, unless they have a penalty and lose a lot of yardage.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, that's what we're talking about. They ran the ball decent up until, they got within about the 5-yard line. My 3rd and, 2 right now. So, yeah, I would think if they don't get it, they're going to line up and go for it.
Snap back to Winkler. He's going to turn around and hand it off to the big back. He's going to go around the left-hand side right in front of the Teague bench. He's going to get knocked out of bounds about the 46 to 47-yard line of the Bulldogs. 1st down.
I mean, I'm just going to go out there and say it. I don't think we're going to see a 50-something, 30-something game tonight.
I don't think so either. And I apologize. I did miss at least 3 or 4 of the Hargrove Neal 1st downs. I got so excited on that. A lot of them were penalty ages, but still, Hargrove Neal, every time Crockett picks up 1st down, we're going to call it the Hargrove Neal 1st down. Hargrove Neal eating in there. Quarterback looking to pass the ball, a little screen over to the left-hand side. Had it defended pretty well, but they're going to end up picking up about 8 or 9 yards. Get the left foot or the right foot spot. Got the left foot spot, which is not good for Crockett. It's going to be about 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9-yard gain.
So far, all runs, the only 2 pass plays have been a bubble screen and a slip screen right there. So it doesn't look like Teague really want to push the ball downfield at all.
Unless something happens on this play, this could be the last play of the 1st quarter. 31 seconds, 22 seconds on the play clock. Getting quarterback in shotgun formation. They'll turn around, hand it off. He's going to pick up we had him for a loss. He's picking up the 1st down. He kind of fought through it. Gained about 3 yards to pick up the 1st down right at the 35-yard line of the Bulldogs. And I don't think they're going to run another play. I think that's going to be the end of 15 seconds uncounting. They're in no hurry, so make sure they do it before we throw it back to the station.
Yeah, I think they're just going to let it run down. Looks like chin straps are coming off. They're walking to the sideline. Boy, talk about a quick 1st quarter there.
And our score here at the end of the 1st quarter, the Crockett Bulldogs lead the Teague line 7-0. We're going to throw it back to the station for Jessica for about 1 minute. We're back here for 2nd quarter action. The 2nd quarter is brought to you by Husky Trailers and Parts.
It soon will be time to make sure that the heat is on. With fall officially here, now is the perfect time to have your heating system serviced. Call Hargrove Neal Heating and Air today at 936-544-7270 or 544-COOL and schedule a heating checkup. Since 1961, Hargrove Neal Heating and Air has been the company that East Texas has relied on for comfort. Hargrove Neal Heating and Air services all brands and models and is your trained comfort specialist.
Sign up today for Domino's Piece of the Pie Rewards Program and begin earning points towards a free pizza with every order of $10 or more. You can now even earn points over the phone or on past orders. Visit Domino's.com to sign up, and for more information, visit Domino's, located at 1000 Loop 304 in Crockett, or call them at 936-624-0111. That's Domino's Pizza in Crockett.
And back here at Monte at Driskell Stadium, the Teague Lions driving on the Bulldogs at the Bulldog 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Put a man in motion. He's actually turned up a little bit too soon. Quarterback's going to keep the ball, roll out to the right, and he's going to complete it down. Looks like they're going to get into the end zone. Touchdown. We knew they were going to try to pull up a pass play here in a minute, and they kind of got behind us. Our corner tried to get back there and recover and almost got to the ball, but a good pass, good catch into the end zone. Our new score now, Crockett Bulldogs 7, the Teague Lions 6. As they look like they're going to line up in one of these funky formations. Got three players all the way to the left, two all the way to the right. And now that I think they've changed their mind. They should call it the swinging gate.
That's
or a version of it.
But I'm not sure what they call it now. We called it the swinging gate. So everybody kind of lines up like your offensive line to the left. You got a couple guys in the middle, one to the right, and they just kind of bring it back.
It's like number 10.
Uh-oh, get out there.
Oh, almost intercepted, but it was a bad snap. And somebody hollered fire. The receivers all went to the left. The holder went to the right. And actually threw the ball kind of like a little jump pass over the defensive line of the Bulldogs. Almost complete, almost intercepted, but no good. So the Bulldogs still have a 1-point lead, 7-6. Back to the station for 1 minute. Come back here for the kickoff to the Bulldogs. Jessica, back to you for 1 minute.
Who's ready for some football? Here at Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville, football season kicks off the best deals of the year. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville. Come in and get a 25 Cadillac CT5 starting at only $49,890, or a Cadillac XT5 starting at only $43,665. Want to go green? We've got a Cadillac Optic starting at only $49,995. But you need to hurry to Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville and take advantage of these great deals before they're all gone. Or visit us online at WiesnerCadillac.com. Wiesner Cadillac, where we make dreams come true.
Birthday champions are remembered, but legends are never forgotten. United Ag & Turf offers a winning lineup of John Deere equipment built to tackle any challenge on and off the field. Legendary John Deere tractors, combines, residential mowers, commercial mowers, compact construction equipment, aided utility vehicles, and a full line of golf and sports turf equipment. United Ag & Turf, the official Ag & Turf equipment supplier of the Dallas Cowboys. Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com to find a location near you.
Visit United Ag & Turf at 1220 East Loop 304 in Crockett, or call 936-544-2011.
And K.I.V.Y kicked the ball for Teague Lions at a little pooch kick, and looks like number 18, Richard Roberto Hidalgo, is going to call for a fair catch right about the 36-yard line. So good field position for the Bulldogs' second possession here in this game.
All right, Tom, we still got a lead. Let's see if we can extend it here.
Again, super tight formation. We haven't had receiver split wide in, I think, 3 weeks. This time they're going to pitch it back to Griffin, running up hard up the middle, and he hits the hole hard, folks. He's going to. You look up, you think, well, he's got 1 yard, and he's got 4 yards right now on that play. Out to the 41-yard line of the Bulldogs. And I tell you, you keep doing that 4 yards. It wears that defense down.
Oh, well, we kind of saw it on the first drive. It was just the same thing, 4 yards. We got aided by the penalty, which we picked up the first down anyway. And then all of a sudden, there's a gap. Defense breaks a little bit. You take one to the house for 50 yards. So you just keep chipping away.
Again, sophomore quarter, Jalen White gets under center. Going to take 15, put him in motion. Going to give it 15 going around the left-hand side. He's got room to get out there. Just don't need to have a hold. He's going to pick up the first down. It's going to be a Hargrove Neal first down. They're going to mark him right about the maybe 50-yard line. We just had one 50-yard touchdown run.
Yeah.
How about another one right here? The nose of the ball is touching the 50. So we're going to call it on the 50-yard line.
Yeah, so that was a run. Crockett been running up the middle and kind of busted that one right there. They ran to the outside. That was number 15, Jock McKnight, the sophomore, running hard. Picked up a good gain. Like to see Crockett kind of mix it up between the inside run and the outside run.
Again, tight formation. Quarterback under center, 3 backs in the backfield. This time they're going to give it to the dive back right up the middle. He's going to pick up about 4.5 yards down about almost the 45-yard line of Teague. And I believe, is that number 21? That's who they've used been handing it off to.
I think that was
Garcia.
Kind of unscrubbing the power right now. Just like yes, that was him, number 20. I like that play. I don't know what it is. It's just a quick hit. It's like a fullback dive. It's so close to the line, you just hand it off and go.
Unless somebody stunts that hole, it's good for 3 or 4 yards.
Every time, especially if there's no nose guard. And it looks like Teague's got a pretty big old boy, number 74. It's kind of a defensive line. He's not a small kid, but you still got to be able to move, big fella. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line of Teague. Got to get down about the 40-yard line to get the first down. This time he's going to give it to Griffin coming wide. He's going to drop the guy. He's going to pick up the first down. He's still fighting and running. Broke about 3 tackles. 3 players for Teague with leg. Looks like, I don't want to say roadkill, but looks like they just got ran over, basically, folks. Man, talk about a move to the outside. He hurdled the defender. Looks like, let's just be honest, we don't want to say his name too much. That's Saquon Barkley type of run there. He just jumped right over the defender, kept going, and run 2 more kids over.
And that's going to be another Hargrove Neal first down. Down to about the 31-yard line of Teague. Right now, he almost glides when he runs. He's got real quick, nimble feet. 15's going to go in motion, and he's going to do good to get. Well, they're going to mark him down. I guess his knee went down way back there. They're going to call that a 3-yard loss. I thought he fell forward. I got only about a 1-yard loss. And one of the linemen for the Bulldogs checked out pretty quick right here.
Number 61, DeShadrian Simmons. He lost his helmet, so he, of course, picked it up, put it back on. He's got to come off for at least the play, but I suspect he'll be right back in there after this.
That's probably a good rule because you get your helmet knocked off, sometimes your bell gets wrong.
Yeah, just kind of give you an opportunity to get yourself back together. If somebody notices something, you can get evaluated. Concussions are such a big deal in the game of football right now, but he seems to be okay. He's got his helmet back on, waiting to go in after this.
Second and 13, obviously 4-down territory. And that play was a little bit slow reacting. No gain. I believe that's number 2, Griffin. Kind of, you fake it. It's like a little counter play. You fake it to one back and then give it to the other back coming around the other way. Obviously, I think we're in 4-down territory, Dustin.
Yeah, this side of the field, if you're in 4-down territory, I would say, 3rd and long, maybe you try to pass it. But if you are in 4-down territory, maybe just run the ball. You're playing 4th down and see what you can get.
About to go to 8 minutes here in the second quarter. Bulldogs leading 7-6. They were successful. We were successful on our extra point kick. They were not on theirs on the bad snap. Got the 7 seconds on the play clock. I can get the snap off. They're going to pitch it back to Griffin. And they're going to kind of wall him up. He's going to lose another yard back to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the Bulldogs are going to do right now. I know you say we go forward and you're kind of in that no-man's land. But Crockett's, I wouldn't say the inability to pass, because we've seen that they can pass the ball. It's just their, I don't know if you want to call it unwillingness either, but they don't throw the ball a ton. And, you're talking about 4th and 14 right now.
If we did line up more in the shotgun, this would be one of those times where you might get your quarterback just to go back and do a little pooch kick. But right now, the defenders have nobody further than nobody back past the 24-yard line.
I think the Bulldogs are going to take a timeout here.
I think so too. Yeah, they're going to take a timeout with 1 second left. We're going to take it with them. 30 seconds back to the station. Back here with more second quarter action.
electrical contractor, then look no further than C3 Services. C3 Services is locally owned and operated by the Taylor Cook family. C3 Services is a licensed and insured electrical contractor serving Houston and surrounding counties, and they are ready to serve you. Give C3 Services a call today at 936-222-8049 for quality electrical work you can count on. That's C3 Services, TECL number 39533.
And back here at Monte Driskell Stadium, our score is Crockett Bulldogs 7, Teague Lions 6. There's 6 minutes and 56 seconds. And folks, what time is it? We've been playing now for 30 minutes, and we're halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, I think we're going to be home early tonight. I think we'll get our beauty sleep, and Lord knows both of us need it. But this is going to be a quick one. Looks like the Bulldogs are headed back out to the field.
You'll find out when you get to my age, you will cherish those nights where you just lay down and go to sleep and wake up at 7 o'clock and go to work, not have to get up 4 or 5 times in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it's got a lot going on around my house, but
yeah, you got a 1-year-old, so it keeps y'all pretty active. All right, the Bulldogs fourth.
We got a pass, and we got a guy. Oh my
got a
goodness!
Screen over there, and kind of played it well. It's going to be a turnover. Yeah, is that a turnover on down?
Yeah, it's a turnover on down. That was 4th down. I mean,
he flipped that sign over there so fast, it kind of threw me.
I tell you what, Tommy, I know they were trying to play for the screen, and maybe he was just a decoy, but number 22, Fatty Attains, was wide open running down the seam, and if he could have saw him, of course, like you said, it probably wasn't. He's just running off the defender to try to open it from the screen, but, man, he was open.
Turnover and downs, the Lions will take over at their own 30-yard line. Again, both teams, Teague has 3 timeouts. Bulldogs just took one, so they have 2 timeouts left here in this first half. One receiver to the left, receiver to the right going in motion. They're going to hand it off up the middle. And we're trying to hold on to him. He's going to pick up about 6 yards out to about the 36-yard line.
Mario Cuevas on the carry. Stopped by number 8.
Teague, they probably might be a little bit bigger size than Crockett, but I think Crockett's got more speed than Teague. I've seen so far. I haven't seen a back that you go, don't let him get loose so far.
I mean, the two backs of Teague are kind of rotating in. They're more of the bruiser back. They're bigger kids. They don't look like they're a ton of, speed there, and their wide receivers are actually really small.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. This time they're a little bubble screen, and they're pretty well blocked, but the Bulldogs, they're going to pick up the first down, but it's not played too bad, but they're going to pick up about 10 yards if they ever get him on the ground. Fisher needs to blow them.
Yeah, you got to blow the whistle there, guys.
He's going to get about an extra 3 yards just because they didn't blow the whistle when they should have. It's on the first down out about the 48-yard line of Teague. About to go into the 6-minute mark here in the second quarter. Again, also in Crockett's district tonight, you got the Huntington Red Devils on the road to Fairfield, and you got the Diboll Lumberjacks going up to play the Westwood Panthers. Just going to put men in motion. Kind of turned up early, but no flag. And we had like a shoestring tackle right there, but didn't get him on the ground, but slowed him down just enough to hold him to about a 2-yard gain.
That was number 20, Christian Bell, the freshman, coming in there and kind of, following the pulling guard, get on the tip.
I believe that Sandals in there on the tackle also for the Bulldogs. Yeah, I'll take a 7-6 score at halftime.
Oh, absolutely.
The Bulldogs get the ball to start the second half.
Really like to. How about a turnover? We haven't had one of those yet.
Pumpkin spice. And 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, 2 backs in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to the big man. And pretty well played. He's going to just stood up, and he's going to gain maybe a yard right at midfield. Come on, guys. No extracurricular. And they tackled him and drove him back about 6 yards, got him on the ground. And there's a flag.
Ooh, that one came
late flag.
Late. He's pointing towards one of the Teague guys. Looks like he's pointing towards number 1.
I think he said something. And they. Oh, he dropped the football. I thought somebody dropped a hat, too. I was going to say there's another flag.
Yeah, I think this is going to be on Teague. This looks like another unsportsmanlike conduct. And Tommy, I don't know who they gave the first one to, but if this is the second one,
he could be out of the game.
He could be out of the game.
Yeah, Teague's marching backwards. And number 1, I think, or is that 7? Might be 7.
Hold on, I got my binoculars. Let me check.
Because if they lose him, they're going to lose a lot of their strength and speed on offense.
I think that was number 1 they called that on, Tommy.
He's marking off 15 yards.
Yeah, it's definitely on Teague. It's some type of unsportsmanlike conduct. Personal foul.
All the way back to the 30, inside the 34-yard, or outside the 34-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd, and what is that, about 23?
Yeah, you don't
24?
have a ton of plays in the playbook for 3rd and 24.
3 receivers to the left, no receivers to the right.
Got mixed up a little bit. Get back there, boys.
Looking to pass the ball, and was it deflected?
No, it was a bad pass.
Just a bad pass?
I mean, that ball had no chance of getting near the receiver.
I mean,
that was what we call. That was a duck, is what we call that.
And we're going to find out how good a punter Teague has. They're bringing out their punting team. Bulldogs still plenty of time. 4:42 mark here in the second quarter to take over the ball. I believe that's Butler back about the 30-yard line of Crockett.
Well, Tommy, it wasn't a turnover, but it's just as good. We're going to get the ball back with, a little under 5 minutes. And we know that Bulldogs get the ball back coming out of half. So there's one of those rare opportunities where you can get the 2 for 1 and
This
put
looks
yourself
like
in
it's going
control.
to be one of those rugby-style kicks. I got those extra people over there to the right, and he's going to probably snap it and run to his right. Yeah.
Not
And
a bad
it's going to go
kick.
out of bounds.
Way out. No, keep coming forward.
Should be about the 46, 47-yard line. You walk so you see this guy drop his hand over here with the white hat.
We're going to have good field position.
It's right there. It finally dropped it. The 40, just outside the 49-yard line, almost at midfield. Again, Crockett taking over, leading this game by 1 point, 7-6. Again, at halftime, we'll be on the David Crockett Drug halftime report. We'll be have that TSN halftime report for you. It's usually about 6 minutes long, and we'll come back, and Dustin's going to recap some of the games around East Texas for us. A lot of big games. I tell you, district-wise, this game right here is a huge game in district because you go 0-2 compared to going 1-1 in district. It's huge. Wide under center. Fakes it. Looking to pass the ball.
Throw it away.
And he does. He gets out of the pocket, throws it away. I'm sure the coaches are probably hollering at him right there to throw that ball away.
Well, I see, we're up here in the press box and we're real close to the coaching corner here. Of course, there's a wall in between, but I think I heard a few of them saying the same thing I was.
Yeah.
We got to get rid of that one.
If he'd have tipped the sack, he'd have lost about 10 yards right there. So good play there by the sophomore quarterback. He's learning, folks. It is a learning experience. Stops the clock.
Kind of had that sudden change. Tommy, you could field position like the play call by the Bulldog coaching staff. Let's see if we can hit them, with a big pass there. We had a couple kids open, but we just didn't have enough time to, deliver the football.
I'd like to see that Butler wide run again like he scored on that touchdown. White back under center, 3 backs in the backfield. Griffin in motion. He's going to pitch it back to Griffin. He's going to get up the middle. He's going fighting. He's going to get about 5 positive yards. He's going to bring up a manageable 3rd down at the in Teague territory at the 46-yard line.
I mean,
obviously 4-down territory.
I was just about to ask, we're 4-down territory again. I think we're on our side of the field. I mean, Teague had shown that they could really, they had the one explosive play where they ran the play action. You knew it was coming, but other than that, I mean, they hadn't really shown much about making, score in droves or score quick.
And again, 3:53 and counting here in the second quarter. Second and, we'll call it 5. Wide under the center for the quarterback for the Bulldogs. This time Butler's going to fake it to Butler. Everybody thought they were going to pitch it to Butler. They're going to give it to, I think that's 5. McKnight, I believe.
Corey Griffin on the carry for the Bulldogs.
A gain of 4. No, that is 2, Griffin. He's going to get down to, it's going to be 4th and 1.
All right, Bulldogs, big play here, boys. Here's where I'd like them to pull back fast. Just turn around and
Yep. And they just now reset the play clock, so plenty of time for the Bulldogs. Still in the huddle with 21 seconds on the play clock. And about to go under the 3:10 mark here in the second quarter. Bulldogs get up to the line of scrimmage. Same formation.
Yeah, I think Teague's expecting something up the middle, too. They got all the guys up close to the line of scrimmage.
And thought we might try to maybe I think we're trying to get him to jump off sides and call timeout. And the Bulldogs do get the timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll throw it back to the station. We don't miss this play for 30 seconds, Jessica. 30 seconds. We'll come back with more second quarter action.
In Houston and surrounding counties, all types of roofing, both residential and commercial. East Texas Roofing always offers free estimates and is fully insured and bonded. For more information on getting covered with the new roof, you can call Jared or Jonathan Land at 936-222-0824 or log on to EastTexasRoofingLLC.com. East Texas Roofing, locally owned and operated, and a proud member of the Better Business Bureau.
And don't forget, folks, about 14 miles north, we got homecoming also up in Grapeland. The Grapeland Sandys are hosting the Cushing team. And down about 14 miles south, the Lovelay Lions hosting the Alto Yellow Jackets. And I believe they're having homecoming also over in Groveton as they're hosting Normandy.
Grapeland homecoming, you got Crockett homecoming, you got Groveton homecoming, you got the Peanut Fest
going
on all weekend. Got a lot going on in the community this weekend.
Next week, we got the Fiddler Festival here in Crockett. All right, folks, 4th and 1. Quarterback up under center. This time they're going to give it to Griffin. Time to go wide. He's going to pick up the first down. He's going to break a tackle. He's pitching as well. Yeah, they're not going to get on the ground. They almost put him on the track, but no flag. Wasn't the same pitch we had last week on that.
That would have definitely been called last week. That was a little, I think the Crockett coach is telling him, too. He didn't like that too much.
I mean, Griffin's going to go all the way from about all the way down to the, let's see where they mark him finally, down at 24, I believe. Yeah, 24-yard line, first down. Gets out of bounds, 2:45 on the play clock. Score clock, scoreboard.
So we need it, Tommy. We're, like we say, we're right in that area when we can get a touchdown here, go in the half, get the ball back, score again. That's the game plan.
This might be that little dive play right here. Now they're going to give it to Butler up the middle. He's going to break a couple tackles. He's going to drive forward. He's dragging players. He's going to come close, picking up another hard goal. Now he does.
Get a first down without getting a touchdown, so that's always good as well.
Yeah, first and 10 at the 14-yard line of Teague. Yeah, we're not going to see last year it was 57-19. We're not going to see a 57-19 this year. White back under center. Butler's going to go in motion. They are going to give it to Butler going around the right-hand side. He's got blockers out there if he can get around the corner. He does get around the corner. He's going to pick up close to another first down. I think he's down inside the 5-yard line. Let's see where they mark him out. I think just outside the 5. Should be. I think it should be second and about 1.
Oh.
And this is a 2-minute timeout.
Keep forgetting that in high school.
We're going to take it with them. Back to the station for 1 minute. We'll come back here with more second quarter exciting action here at the game.
Parks Overhead Doors, located in Kennard, Texas, offers residential and commercial garage door service and installation. With cooler weather coming soon, now's the time to get those hopping and creaking garage door service for the season. Call Roger at Parks Overhead Doors at 936-676-3939 to schedule your door service. That's Parks Overhead Doors. Make the call today. Crockett Farm and Fuel, located on Loop 304 in Crockett. Crockett Farm and Fuel is your local Purina dealer with the best value for your dollar and is ready to serve you. Crockett Farm and Fuel can serve large or small ranchers and weekend ranchers too. And Crockett Farm and Fuel is always ready to assist the pet owners no matter the size of your pet. Crockett Farm and Fuel with high quality merchandise and a large variety of choices. Also remember, Crockett Farm and Fuel offers non-ethanol fuel and diesel too. That's Crockett Farm and Fuel, open 6 days a week, Monday through Friday till 5:30, Saturday until 1.
And they're going to take the snap. It looks like the quarterback's just going to try to sneak it up. He's going to get down. They're going to call him a touchdown.
He's looking
if he's
at
not,
it. There it is.
Touchdown. Crockett Bulldogs. Jaden White. Touchdown. 6 yards. Never back. We took them back. I think we got up there and just went on the first down and went and just caught the defensive line for Teague off guard. Going to punch it in, make it 13-6. Big extra point right here. You'd like to go up by 8. Again, Butler holding the ball for the Bulldogs. The kick is up, and it is good. Our new score now is 14-6. Crockett leading. 150 mark here in the second quarter. Throw it back to the station for 1 minute. Come back here and wind up the second quarter.
Double K Concrete with 20-plus years of experience. Roger Kellum and his staff can get the job done. With 20-plus years of experience, Roger Kellum and his staff can get the job done. Call 936-546-1994. Remember, Double K Concrete and Construction.
Aurora Concepts is a family medical practice located at 1261 East Loop 304 in Crockett. Aurora Concepts, where no appointment is needed. Aurora Concepts accepts insurance of all kinds, Medicare and Medicaid. And if you're a cash-paying patient, Aurora Concepts is very, very affordable. So wait no more for that appointment when you're sick. Head to Aurora Concepts, a family medical practice with no appointments needed. See them today.
Flu shots have arrived at Aurora Concepts.
And back here at Monte Jack Driskell Stadium, the Crockett Bulldogs leading by 8 now, 14-6 over the Teague lines. 1 minute and 50 seconds left here on the clock. We're fixing to find out if Teague can pass the ball. Got to be adjusted.
Yeah,
a little pooch right in the middle over here. Again, ball does hit the ground. Got out of our lane.
No.
Folks,
one man to beat. Come on, Omar.
We're not going to get him on the ground, so he's just going to get all the way down to about inside the 20-yard line, get his helmet knocked off. And, whoever had containment over on this right sideline got completely out of his lane and just left a wide open runway for him to run down. Not definitely what the Bulldogs did not need. They're going to give Teague a chance to come back and get within one or tie this game here. But we got to keep him out of the end zone.
Yeah, it's a tough play right there. You had another pooch kick, and things get weird when the ball hits the ground. Of course, that ball hit the ground again. I think a couple of Bulldogs kind of saw an opportunity there to go for the football. Like you say, got out of their rush lanes, and then just, he had the kicker to beat. Omar Gonzalez was athletic enough to slow him down and let a couple other Bulldogs rally. So
it's going to be first down Teague at about the 18-yard line of the Bulldogs. And again, 1:39 mark. They do have all three timeouts. Going to turn around and hand it to number 10. He's going to go around the right-hand side. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards down to about the 13-yard line. And the timeout Teague. They call timeout Teague. We're going to take a 30-second timeout with them. We'll come back to it more second quarter action.
Lucas Roofing, located on Southwest Loop 304 in Crockett, are the experts. Lucas Roofing is family-owned and believe that a good business reputation is where it all begins. Lucas Roofing does all aspects of roofing. Shingle, metal, and specialty roofing is their business, and Lucas Roofing will go the extra steps needed to guarantee quality workmanship. So make the call to Lucas Roofing today at 936-544-7992. Lucas Roofing, covering East Texas with the best.
And back here at the Jack, here in Crockett, Texas, Crockett Bulldogs face the homecoming game against the Teague Lions. And at halftime, we'll have the Ring of Honor inductees out on the field, recognizing them. I think there's 6 of them going in this year. We'll have their names here for you here in just a few moments. And also, they'll be crowning a queen and king here in Crockett, royalty. We'll have be talking about some of that also here at halftime, and then we'll also have some scores at halftime. If we have time, we'll have that TSN halftime report where they usually recognize some great football player or sports legend here in the state of Texas. 3 receivers to the left, not one to the right. Quarterback's going to roll to his left, looking to pass. He's a right-handed quarterback, and the ball is going to be incomplete right there at the corner of the end zone, the front pylon.
It looks like he might have had a little bit of an opportunity. It was a tough throw right there. Quarterback moving to his left, but just couldn't deliver the football. So, now we got 3rd down, and that Bulldog defense might be able to bow their neck again after giving up the big return.
It's not really 6, but it's not really 5, so we'll call it 3rd, about 5.5. Minute 29 left here. Teague still has 2 timeouts left. That play is clock is stopped on that incomplete pass. 5 seconds on the clock. They're going to turn around and hand it. No, fake it to number 7. He has the receiver open, and a good tackle there by number 8. And I don't think they're going to pick up the first down. Well, I don't know where the...
Yeah, he turned around, and they want to do it. I think it's going to be 4th down.
It's going to be 4th and about a yard. They're calling that a first down. Yes, they are.
Oh, wow. I guess the chains were kind of backed off the line a little bit. But to me, it sure looked like it was.
And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to call a timeout now. we're going to keep it right here. Minute 22 mark here in the second quarter. Again, Crockett leading by 8, trying to keep the Teague Lions out of the end zone. It'd be nice to go into halftime with that 8-point lead. But the good thing about it, even if they do score, Crockett does get the ball to start the second half. I think we only had, 3 possessions? Scored on 2 of them?
Yeah, I believe we had 3 possessions, scored on 2. We turned it over there kind of on our end. Of course, got the ball back, not too far after. But, yeah, so far the Bulldog offense has been successful in what they're doing when they've had a chance with the football. And, just a couple of big plays is what got the Dogs kind of in this position right now. You're talking about the long 40-yard pass play that Teague hit,
for the
touchdown, and then the long return that's got them in this position to go in and score right now.
Again, first and go at the, we'll call it the 6-yard line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Back in the backfield with the quarterback. They're going to put 7 in motion. They're going to pass, a little screen right over here. We're going to keep him out of the end zone. And I think the ball actually ended up on the ground, but I think Teague did get the ball. It's going to be about the 2-yard line.
By number 51, Chaz Gray.
It'll be hard to keep him out right here, Dust.
It'll be tough.
And
here's where you need a penalty, false start, something along those lines.
And it looks like Teague is going to take their final timeout. We're going to take a 30-second timeout with them. Don't want to miss action here in the second quarter. So 30-second timeout back to the station.
Carlton Crockett Ag and Auto, located at 1407 East Loop 304 in Crockett, is a one-stop shop. You've been looking for this locally owned family business offering automotive and equipment repair and alignments while still offering Napa Auto parts and competitive tire pricing along with tire repair service calls. The top-line mechanic service and repair for all of your automotive needs. No appointment necessary. Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Give us a call at 936-544-3287. We look forward to doing business with you.
And welcome back to the Jack. Homecoming for the Crockett Bulldogs. Pretty good crowd. Best crowd we've had all year, which we should have on homecoming. I think got the class of 85, the 40-year class reunion. And they were, I think they had on a float in the parade today going through downtown Crockett, and had the pep rally right there between First Baptist Church and First Methodist Church. Quarterback's going to take in shotgun. He's going to take the snap, turn around, hand it, kind of bobble play. And he's not going to get in.
Yeah, he's not in.
He's
run,
not
clock,
in.
Run, clock.
105. I don't think they can call a timeout. Bulldogs have 1 timeout left. It's going to bring up 3rd down at the just outside right at the 2-yard line. They haven't set the ball yet. Where's the ball?
At the 1-yard
line.
line.
He's got it at the 1-yard line.
Come on, boys.
I think it's got to be a big boy running up the middle right here. Number 7. Put a man in motion. Kind of a low snap. And we're going to stop him again, turn him over up on his head. It's going to be 4th down, 33 seconds. They can't call it something. They're going to get up there and snap the ball quick.
Yeah,
they don't have time out left.
Look a little confused right here. Coaches kind of looking at each other, trying to get the play in. They're huddled up.
And there goes that's the football.
Where's the actual football, though?
And I think the official is stopping the clock is the... I'm not sure why the official threw the ball over there, but that was not the fair thing to do, I should say.
Well, I wonder if he thought if that was 4th down and that was a change of possession.
They changed the possession. I think that's what he thought. But they stopped the clock. I mean, it might have hurt them 1 second, maybe 2 seconds, but I mean, it's 4th down right here anyway.
Yeah, I think he got it confused. I think he thought it was 4th down. He was throwing Teague the ball back, expecting Crockett to throw theirs in, and the change of possession. Both coaching staffs on both sides of the field kind of have their hands up as in what's going on.
I think there it goes back again.
Throwing the ball back.
And the coaching staff for Teague's like, what in the world is going on?
Yeah,
I like to be down there close to see what now. This official, coach, he is standing inside the numbers. Folks, it's going to be 15 seconds to go on the clock.
Stop the ball.
4th down at the 1-yard line. Crockett trying to bow up twice in the first half. He wants. He's trying to signal over here to the Crockett coaches to see what time to put on the clock.
We don't understand the signs of what you're wanting, sir.
They're going to add 10 seconds back to the clock. 2-4.
You want it to 22
I think he's saying 24 seconds.
So we're at 14 seconds right now. So he's saying he wants 22 seconds back on the clock. So they gave him 8 seconds back, which, oof.
I don't think it was that many.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, it's fourth down
anyway,
right here.
keep him out end zone right here. You get the ball. Snap back. Still in the shotgun formation. He's going to hand it up the middle.
He didn't get it. No, he's down.
I thought he scored. Yeah. They thought about it. They're going to give him a touchdown. He kind of fell right into the edge of the end zone. Fish was right there looking at it. He took him a long time to take the first down. A touchdown.
We had a chance. I thought we had it stopped, and he just kind of squirted, put loose, and just kind of fell forward right into the end zone. But the Bulldogs had a golden chance right there to keep him out of the end zone. He just kept his legs churning and made it in. I thought for a second they had stopped it.
I think they're going to go for 2 here. It's 14-12. Crockett leading by 2 on this extra point. Look like we have 4 players to the left, 2 to the right, split way out, 3 at the center. Quarterback's going to pass out here, and it's going to be incomplete. And Crockett's going to maintain their 2-point lead. And is that 0 or 8 seconds? I think that's 8 seconds in the scoreboard. So Crockett, they are going to have to kick off to Crockett. We're going to throw it back to the station for 1 minute. We're going to come back here for these last 8 seconds of the first half.
Texas Star Propane is ready to provide you with excellent customer service and offers anything and everything propane. Enjoy better customer service with Texas Star Propane. 936-439-6544. That's Texas Star Propane, 936-439-6544.
And back here at Monte Driskell Stadium on homecoming night, 2025. Crockett's hosting the Teague Lions. Very entertaining game. A score right now with 8 seconds to go here in the second quarter. The Crockett Bulldogs leading by 2, 14-12. Crockett was successful on both their extra points. Teague went to kick the first one. Is a bad snap and no good. And then right then they tried to go for 2. It was an incomplete pass. So Crockett maintained a 2-point lead. Let's see.
I think we're going to get a pooch kick right here.
I think we're going to get a pooch kick right in the middle of the field, more than likely. Try to burn off his time. And 14 is going to catch the ball for Crockett, running right up the middle. He's going to get knocked down about the 41-yard line. Only 2 seconds went off the clock. So time for Crockett to run. You know, I say drop back, throw it deep. Maybe you get a. You'll get a. Of course, it's not like in pro where you get to go down wherever the ball is. Spot is a 15-yard penalty, but still, it gets to where you could actually reach the end zone on the last play of the game, last play of the half. Or Crockett might just decide to just run a running play and see what happens, and then go in leading by 2, and knowing that we're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Definitely a conversation taking place between the Crockett coach and the quarterback. Got him in the huddle now, going to get the play, and they'll get up to the line, and we'll see what they do.
Sophomore Jalen White, quarterbacking for the Bulldogs, kind of took over the second week of this year, and then actually had the freshman Casey Montgomery quarterback 2 games while he was hurt. A little trickeration, the ball fumbled, and I think we're going to
we're out of time.
I think we fell back on it, but it's going to be at the end of the second half, so it's going to be our halftime score. Crockett Bulldogs 14, the Teague Lions 12. We're going to throw it back to the station for 2 minutes. We'll come back here and look at some stats here in the first half. 2 minutes back to the station.
It's football time in Texas, and Knox Furniture is proud to once again help bring you the game. From the heart of historic downtown Crockett, we salute the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders who dedicate themselves to excellence. Like them, we work hard every day to bring you the best in furniture, appliances, flooring, mattresses, and accessories. So get on the team that keeps your home running. Knox Furniture, 300 East Goliad, historic downtown Crockett.
Hello, Houston County Electric Cooperative members. Have you heard the
And we're going to go down to the field level now. Mr. Ansel Bradshaw will host the Ring of Honor ceremonies. Try it one more time, please. Test, 1, 2.
Bulldog fans, earlier this evening, we inducted the 2025 Ring of Honor, and we'd like to introduce them to you this evening. Family members representing Carl H. Butch Hallmark. Family members representing Cordelia Horace. Mr. Albert Lee Parker, Jr. We're going to get a picture first of Cordelia's family. Now, Mr. Albert Lee Parker, Jr. Miss Connie Pasho. Dr. Patrick Walker. Jay Warfield. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2025 Bulldog Ring of Honor inductees. Give them another round of applause.
At this time, we're supposed to have a gift exchange at the center of the field for two schools. And now we're going to have our 2025-26 homecoming court lineup. Representing cosmetology, Ms. Brianna Ramundo and Hector Lopez. Okay, again, the first couple is representing cosmetology. That is Brianna Ramundo and Hector Lopez. Next up, representing culinary arts, Ileana Arvizu and Logan Ray. Representing the Drama Club, Annalisa Ramirez and Ryan Matthews. Representing the FFA, Diana Gomez and Humberto Cervantes. Representing the Gaming Club, Nancy Arvizu and Josue Cruz Carsamad. Sorry about that, Jose. Representing the Hosa Club, Jennifer Mendez and Liam McMinn. Representing NHS, Jaya Cobbs and Justin Matthews. Spanish Club now. Representing the Spanish Club, Shaylin Garcia and Angel Gonzalez. Representing the Student Council, Mia Davis and Hayden Goins. Representing the yearbook, Miriam Morin and Oedek Adualela. Representing cross country, Alina Torres and Stephen Milhouse. Representing soccer, Chadi Lopez and Anthony Contreras. Representing volleyball, Jasmine Diaz and William Wiley. Representing the band, Zakara Sewell and Angel Armas. Representing the student trainer, Micah Buckingham and Kylan Yarborough. Representing the football sweetheart and football rep, Vanessa Morris and Julian Adams. Representing the freshman class, Analia Gonzalez and Oscar Perez. Representing the freshman class, Analia Gonzalez, the sophomore class, I'll get it, Anna Lynch and Alex Ledesma. And the junior class, Akila Whiting and C.J. Bell. And now it's time for the representatives that will be crowned Duke and Duchess, Prince and Princess, and King and Queen of homecoming. Starting out with Hannah Bertrand, daughter of Shonda Bertrand. She's been a member of the FFA for 4 years, band for 5 years, student council for 4 years, gaming club and Spanish club for 4 years, National Honor Society for 1 year, and a member of the Leo's Club for 3 years. She plans to attend Sam Houston State University for criminal justice and a minor in animal science in hopes of becoming a state trooper. Her favorite memory is when she and Aaron started singing K.I.V.Y Kingdom Hunters at the DLC training camp for FFA, and everyone was hyping us up. Hannah Bertrand. Next out, Aaron Villanueva, son of Adelina Villanueva, been a member of the National Honor Society Spanish Club since his sophomore year. Been a dedicated band member since 6th grade. He started his FFA journey in 8th grade, and he'll always be artistic and creative person, and has been drawing since before he could write. He plans to attend Texas A&M University and become an ag teacher. His favorite memory goes back to the birth of the word baby in his friends and his vocabulary, using it in their everyday lives junior year. Later using random words and accents that they would use when the class was silent. Aaron Villanueva. Next up, Alexis Millhouse, daughter of Ruth and Stephen Millhouse, member of the cheer, soccer, and FFA. Her plans for the future are to graduate with a cosmetology license and open her own salon. Her favorite memory is cheering with her teammates. That's Miss Alexis Millhouse. With Emmanuel Salazar, son of Joanna Gonzalez and Blas Salazar, has been a member of the Crockett football team for 6 years. Plans on being successful at whatever field of work he decides to enter. And his favorite memory is when the football team won 3 in a row. Emmanuel Salazar. And last but not least, Akedra Delane, daughter of Erica Hart and the late Antoine Delane. And band in 2022 and 23, varsity cheer 22 to present, and serving as co-captain and captain. Akedra's plans are to attend Sam Houston State University and major in criminal justice. Favorite memory was cheering with friends on the sidelines each Friday. And with her is Stashawn Sandals, son of Consuelo Houston. He plans to attend Sam Houston State University for marketing, and his favorite memory is when he got his finger stuck in his hoverboard. Stashawn Sandals. Now then, I've got to open some envelopes. Let's see if I can get the first one. This is for the Duke and Duchess. And our Duke and Duchess for tonight, Stashawn Sandals and Akedra Delane. Next up is announcing the Prince and Princess, which will leave the King and Queen to be announced. Your 2025-26 homecoming Prince and Princess, Emmanuel Salazar and Alexis Millhouse, which means your King and Queen are Aaron Berhina Villanueva and Hannah Bertrand for King and Queen. Congratulations to all of these young people. Hope you go far in life. And if we can get the court to come to the sidelines, we'll let our Crockett Bulldog band perform.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the field, the Bold Blue Band from Bulldog Land. The band is directed by Dana Moore and assisted by J.R. Martinez. This year's marching band would like to dedicate our season to the legendary and much beloved coach, the late Monte Driskell. Field captains for the band are senior Hannah Bertrand and sophomore Humberto Cervantes. Drill sergeants for the band are Alex King, Emily Gonzalez, J.R. Cobb, Aaron Bahena Villanueva, Alex Ledesma, Angel Armas, Susanna Thompson, Rhodesia Davis, and Joel Sanchez. The Mighty Bulldog Band will be playing Fanfare for Crockett, written by the music department head at Texas A&M, Dr. Timothy Ray. Mighty Might March and Alba March, and featuring our baritone duet of Lori O'Bon and Jacqueline Pettis in the Mighty Might reprise. Drum major Susan Martinez and Chastity Hicks. Is your band ready? You may take the field for the Bulldog halftime. Now presenting our amazing, wonderful, fortuitous 2025-2026 drum majors, Junior Susan Martinez and Junior Chastity Hicks. The Bulldogs band would like to thank our administration, school board, Ms. Estrada for organizing our meals tonight, a wonderful alumni, and our amazing band team for all of your continued support as we strive to make Crockett proud tomorrow at the UIO Region 21 Marching Contest in Longview. The band will perform in Lolo Stadium at 4 p.m. On a more personal note, Mrs. Moore and Mr. Martinez would like to thank our seniors for their dedication to the band for the last 7 years. And go Bulldogs!
Of course, leave that to everybody's imagination. But yes, they have got some money out of that.
When I graduated in 1980, the word inflatable wasn't even invented yet.
It was just the paper that the cheerleaders
Oh, yeah, just the
said.
paper.
They didn't even have
And a lot of times, the cheerleaders get run over because they're building outside the little thin paper.
I'll never forget the first time in junior high when you read the paper. You know, everybody takes off for once prepared a little bit before you go through it. Somebody, we didn't really know that. We ran right into it. The paper did bug.
Y'all got whipped by the paper? And the White Hats, he's making his way down the field. And pretty good little jog there. Teague set the kickoff. Bulldogs will be going from our right to our left, going from the north end of the end zone, headed south this second half. Then we got Butler, and that's going to be Squibb, though. They don't want to kick it deep. We're going to take 14. He's going to catch it to Crockett. He's going to get out about the, not a real hard return, but out about the 39-yard line. First possession here to start the third quarter. Again, this third quarter brought to you by Pinewood Law. Fourth quarter will be brought to you by Blues Economic Car Center. And don't stay tuned for after the game. We'll have the Domino's player of the game. We'll also have the Whataburger TSN post-game show coming up for you, where they'll be recapping scores all around the state of Texas. Nothing like Texas football. I tell you, I don't know if other people in other states even realize what football is like in Texas on Friday night.
Louisiana doesn't do it. Florida's got some good ones too, but
California probably.
Yeah, you know the one, but I mean, Texas is so big, and it is king. Football is king in the state of Texas.
Right under center, going to put Griffin in motion, going to pitch it back to him, and he kind of runs into a brick wall, but keeps his feet moving. He ends up, actually, they're going to mark him down as a 1-yard line.
Carry for the Dogs.
Yeah, kind of started out, but just, again, Crockett's under center, tight formation, no receivers split out. They just kind of take the handoff, turn around, did a little flip, and then off we go.
Can you hear? I can't hear myself all of a sudden.
One time we're going to figure that out. I can't be the play-by-play man.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Okay, all right. I can't hear myself. I can't hear myself in my headphones all of a sudden. I'm not sure what happened. I didn't touch anything. But Bulldogs, 11:07 mark here. Same play running right now. This time he's going to first down. He's going to get right at the 6. About the 49-yard line.
Very good run there. Man, the shoestring tackle away from breaking that for another, 50-yard run right there.
And they are going to give him the first down. They're not.
First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
It just went like a switch went off. No.
I am not technically savvy, so you're on your own on
okay.
this, buddy.
As long as you hear me,
okay. I hadn't got any text message calls all day, and nobody could hear you over our radio wave.
First down at the 49-yard line. And there's a fumble. And I think quarterback White jumped back on it. And I was just fixing to say, right before I went where I couldn't hear, the difference in this game could easily be who turns the ball over in the second half. Had not been a turnover on downs. We fumbled the last play of the first half, but ended up not backfiring, of course. I think we ended up actually covering that ball. But whoever turns the ball over here in this second half is probably going to be the team goes home with the ball.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I know the first first couple of games. I did it awesome. There were a few center to quarterback, exchange problems where I lost the ball. I don't know if they turned anything over on the three and Winters, and I was gone. Got to take care of it.
All right, we're going to give it to Butler coming in the left-hand side. He's going to break a couple of tackles. Actually, second and
Zay Butler on the carry for the Dogs.
2 yards from Teague here.
3
third and 8.
Run there to get you back. Kind of where you want to be. Another good run here. Like I said, down there.
Yeah.
So
You need at least 3, maybe 4 or 5 yards. Have a man fourth down.
Back on the right side of the chain.
Again, third and 8 at the 49-yard line of Teague. Again, super tight formation, wide under the center. With Butler in motion. He's going to turn around and hand it off to Griffin, going on the side. He's going to pick up the ball for 2 yards.
Corey and Griffin on the carry for the Bulldogs. Stopping number 7,
be down
Jacob
to
Cole.
the 47-yard line. Yeah, I think the Bulldogs are going to come in and try to pin them back deep. Looks like the punt team's going to come out.
Yeah, I think they said he got a few more yards there, Tom. He might have thought about it. Get 4 or 5 picked up right there. Maybe start thinking about going for it, but on the 2-yard pickup, we still got, quite a bit to pick up the first down. So we're just going to try to kick it, hit them deep, play deep.
I believe that's number 1 back deep for.
Yes, that is. That's number 1.
That's going to be Braden Gaunt, G-A-U-N-T-T. Good snap back. No, he almost got it blocked, but another high, deep kick. The ball on the ground. I think it changed possession one more time. Crockett might have that.
Crockett felt like they do. Let's see what the rest
is. Was right there, gets it. I think Teague jumped on the ball, but I think it slipped out of his hands. This would be a huge turnover for this
corner away.
Officials still, they're umpiring players still late. Bulldog ball starting to take over. I mean, dusting that big leg by the punter, Burton. I mean, that ball was very high, had a big hang time. Defenders get down there, and as soon as he caught the ball, he did not signal fair catch. The guy hit him, the ball went on the ground. Looked like he might have recovered it, but kind of slipped out of his hands, and the Bulldogs right there, Johnny on the spot to take over. Like we just said, turnovers.
That's it. I see the punt returns out there on defense too. There's one great gut kid. He's talking. I signaled fair catch, but no, he didn't. I think
he did not. He did not signal fair catch.
Can't tell me you got 7 different reps.
And the same coach over there. I think that's the head coach. I'm not sure, but their head coach is.
If it's not the head coach, they're sure giving an assistant a whole lot of leeway. He's been passing the numbers a few times.
And Crockett's going to take the ball running up the right-hand side. Going to get positive yards down to about the 6-yard line. When we got 2nd and go. 7:52 mark. Trying to see who their head
so
coach
they got the
is.
coaching staff here, and they don't have a list. They just got the first coach on the list.
I think Zach Linscom's going to be the athletic director. I assume he's the head coach. Looks like maybe he's got a son that's on the coaching staff too. Zach Linscom. And they still haven't reset the 24-second clock. And now they do. Or 25-second clock.
The game clock's running.
Got to get Justin. We got to score. We got to score 6 points on this drive. 2nd go at the 7-yard line. Griffin's going to go try to bounce it wide. He's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown. Corey Griffin. Corey Griffin take a 8-point lead, 20-12. Big extra point coming up right here because it makes a 2-score game. We can go up by 9. Right now up by 8. So very important snap, very important hold by Zay Butler, and a very important kick there by the sophomore kicker Omar Gonzalez.
If we can get a good something, but I'm not saying until after the kick.
If we can get a good snap, high snap, got to get on that ball. And Butler has to go down the ground, but good thing is we are still up by 8 points. First time we've really had a high snap all year long. What was you going to say, or do you want to say it?
No, well, I was going to say our last game, Omar Gonzalez. I gave him a nod as part of the player of the game last week. He went 5 for 5. He was 2 for 2 tonight. And I will say this, that was not on him.
No, that's not.
I was going to say he hadn't missed in his last 7
That was high. I mean, he could have brought it down. Your timing would have been off. It probably would have been a good kick anyway, but that happens. Good job by Butler to get on that ball to keep them from picking it up and taking it back 2 points.
We can't blame that on me. I was going to say something about the kicker now, man. Not for the long, never the whole.
You talking about spoiling things, and I've noticed this last year or so, it seems like when you get into a professional baseball game and somebody has a no-hitter, they have no problem talking about it in the 6th or 7th inning. Where before, you're just taboo. You did not even mention it.
Yeah, I'm still that way, too. I'm not saying a word.
And Crockett's going to come out to kick this ball off to back to Teague. Crockett now leading by 8, 20-12. Again, we'll keep a close look on that die ball Westwood score. Westwood was leading die ball was leading Westwood with the stage.
So at halftime, I think it was 13-2.
A little quick kick right over here to the big back, number 7. Look, going back across the field, got to stay in our lanes, and should have had him on the ground. He's going to go all the way.
Jake Cole
knocked out of bounds.
carrying caught by number 7. Rico Davis.
35-yard line. I don't see him on the field. So Teague will take over at their own 35-yard line. Now trailing the Bulldogs by 8. I think there might have been a little skirmish over there on the sideline. There is a flag. I see it now about the 44-yard line right in front of the bench.
Sophomore quarterback Crockett showing a little leadership there, kind of getting the guys back, showing them get back to the sideline.
Usually not giving a flag in front of the other bench going across the way. It's usually going to be on Crockett. The coaches real quick to point out something.
Let them know.
I got a feeling they're going to be starting at midfield to about the 35. And usually you don't see them discussing it right there. They're close to the sideline.
Definitely a long conversation. Could be offsetting here. I do see a hat on the ground from one of the officials as well.
So that'd be 2 flags.
Could be 2 flags. Hopefully they got offsetting penalties. We just go back to playing football.
I think this crew's done a good job, and I would say Crockett definitely is winning the penalty battle.
Sure.
As far as penalties against.
I think Teague's got 2 personal fouls there that it backed him up and giving Crockett some good field position.
Now the Whitehead's going to come all the way across the field to talk to Coach Jordan, try to let him know what's going on. I bet it's going to be offsetting.
Yeah, it's got to be the way they're handling it right now.
He's pointing something against Crockett.
Definitely having an animated
and they're marking it off out to the, should be about the 48-yard line. Oh, they're going. Where is he? There must be 2 flags against Crockett. He's marking off 30 yards.
Jeez. He's still going.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody mark it off that far. I think he marked off, let's see, 20. He marked off more than 30 yards.
30-yard penalty. I'm assuming that, it's 2 personal fouls?
Yeah,
15 yards for
got
each?
to be. First down for Teague at the 30-yard line of Crockett. Snap it back, running up the middle. Bulldogs are right there to bring him down. He's going to get maybe, I tell you, the official on the far side, have you watched him mark the ball?
No, I haven't.
He marked that ball as a 1-yard gain, and then he changed his mind and marked it for a 1-yard loss.
We just talked about how good they were doing, and now we got a 30 yards of penalties here, and then, well, at least he backed it up, so.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line of Crockett. Again, Crockett leading by 8 points here in the third quarter, almost halfway point here of this third quarter. Big back, right back up the middle. Bulldogs right there, stop him again.
Great job.
And no gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 11.
Jaden Cole on the carry for.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to. We've kind of shut that run down since about the
so they had the
8-minute mark of the second half, second quarter.
That really good first drive where they kind of ran the ball and kind of had their way, and of course they stalled down, kind of the same area they are right now on Crockett's side of the field. But other than that, yeah, it's been like you say, the 40-yard pass and touchdown that they got behind us, and really just a big return. The difference in this game, Crockett should be dominating.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right, 1 back in the backfield with the quarterback. Every play they've had has been shotgun formation. Snap back to the quarterback, rolling to his right, looking for a receiver. And he hits him right in the breadbasket, number 0. I mean, it would have been a first down inside the 20-yard line. He just, I think he tried to run before he caught the ball. It's going to bring up 4th down. Obviously not punting territory.
No, I mean, that was a good ball by the quarterback. Like you say, kind of rolling to the right, kind of drag receiver coming across the field. I mean, you couldn't hit him any better if you walked up there and handed it to him.
That's Jaden Brown, 0, senior wide receiver. I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe that same formation. 2 receivers to the left, to the right, none to the left. Quarterback now puts the man in motion. 0 goes up, flips out now to the left-hand side. Quarterback straight drop back, looking to pass. There's a man wide up, might overthrew it, and it's going to be intercepted. And that's right. He's got to come out of the end zone. Probably would have been better if he could have knocked it down, but it's kind of hard to tell a kid not to intercept the ball in high school.
Exactly what he's going through right there. I mean, it's coming to you. You can't think of anything else.
If we'd have knocked it down, we'd have had about the 26-yard line, but he's going to return it back out to the, where they going to mark him down, about the 15?
So, Tommy, we were playing the Palestine Wildcats my junior year here in Crockett. Palestine, of course, bigger school than us. They come down. I was playing cornerback. I was on the far side of the field, kind of late in the game the same way. They threw a deep pass, and I couldn't help myself. I pick it off, right? And I start running. I make it all the way to the far side of the field, and I get to our sideline. I'm running down the sideline, and I hear one coach yelling at me to get down, get down, get down. I take a few more steps, and I hear another coach telling me, run, run, run. So I just kept running.
And they're going to pitch it back to Griffin. They're running hard up the middle. He's going to pick up about 8 or 9 yards. I tell you, right now, you can kind of see that the Crockett offensive line is kind of wearing on that Teague defensive line. I mean, that's what this kind of offense will do to you. You keep leaning on them. You start getting tired. You start missing assignments. Next thing you know, I have a feeling Crockett's going to bust one here in a minute. Under 5 minutes now, 4:56 mark here in the third quarter. Crockett with an 8-point lead. Boy, a touchdown. If we can go down and get a score here and burn most of the third quarter to go up by 2 scores, that would be absolutely huge for the Crockett Bulldogs' chances tonight on this homecoming 2025. Next huddle with 10 seconds to go. White under center. Griffin goes in motion. They're going to do that little counter. Oh, and we're going to lose about 2 yards. Is that Butler?
Yeah, I believe that was Butler kind of on the counter play there. They just had good penetration.
Yeah, somebody shot the gap and was in the backfield and basically tackled Butler right there as soon as he got the ball in hand. Lucky he did not fumble that ball. Loss of about 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 4.
All right, Tommy, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to run the ball right here. I'm going to pick up the first down. And on the first down play, the very next play, I'm going to pass. See how good. See if I can read the Crockett coach's mind. Got to pick up the first down here.
Yeah, you need to get this first down. Obviously not 4-down territory right here. Going to put Griffin in motion. Going to pitch it back to him. Run it up the middle. He's going to get a flag. Is that a flag?
Flag came in.
That's more likely it's going to be a hold, I would think.
Corey Griffin on the carry for the Bulldogs.
Usually on a play like that, it's going to be a hold.
Flag on the play.
I don't think we picked up the first down.
I think he's right at it. I think we might have gotten it just on the nose of the football, so it's all going to depend on what the flag is.
And holding on Crockett. Obviously, they'll take the 10-yard penalty, set us back. Now it'll be 3rd and about 14.
Wait, I think he's changing the call. Holding Teague.
Oh.
He missed it. I saw him point the other way. And the Crockett Bulldogs kind of
so it's not 2 flags. It's just 1 flag.
No, I think it was 1 flag. I think the white hat just kind of got confused on who was on. He called holding on the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs kind of like, no, that wasn't on us. The guy said it was on them.
I think
saw the other ref come in and tell him, and he changed the call.
13 players on the field several times during the game. So they've had 2 coaches staying on the field. It is going to be a first down. It's going to be a Hargrove Mill first down. He's about that penalty.
Set on the 31-yard line.
Burn more time. 3:40 mark here in the third quarter. Again, the third quarter brought to you by Tiny Woods Law. The fourth quarter coming up here shortly. And brought to you by Bruder's Economy Car Center.
Let's see if I know anything. Think he's going to pass? I don't think they will. But
I don't think they will, but it wouldn't upset me if they try.
I'd like to see it.
Again, super tight formation, wide under center, been under center the whole game. I'm almost looks like he's going to run a quarterback sneak there for a second. Then Griffin go around the right-hand side. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. Got popped there pretty good by one of the linebackers.
I think that was number 7. That was running back right there.
He's going to pop right back there. We're going to give him about a 2-yard gain out to the 33-yard line. Most important thing right now, the clock is Crockett's friend right now.
Yeah.
Under 3 minutes here in the third quarter.
The clock, take care of the football.
Need to get another positive 4 or 5 yards on this play. Slowly. Of course, there's no 3 yards in the cloud of dust anymore because everybody's playing on turf. White back up under center. And Griffin's going to go in motion. They're going to fake it to him. White's going, I don't know if that's a busted player or what.
I wasn't sure. That was a little strange. It almost looked like it was a quarterback run, but
White's going to lose about 3 back, make 3rd and 10.
I just don't understand that one there. You had both guys going in the same direction. There was no misdirection. On the quarterback run, you want a little misdirection. But, yeah, strange play there.
Now under 2 minutes to go here in this third quarter. Crockett, big play right here. I don't know if he can pick up his first down, but he's not to pick up his 5 or 6 yards. Bring the big foot. Bolton back out to punt this ball. We don't pick up the first down. Again, nobody split out wide at all. Wide under center. This time, same play.
Another strange. Yeah, that
2 plays looked like something wasn't. I think somebody went the wrong way.
Went the wrong way. I think Corey and Griffin and Zay Butler over there having an animated conversation about where that ball was supposed to go. So somebody missed an assignment there, busted play. It looks like the Bulldogs get a punt.
Yeah, he's going to pick up about 2 yards, but it's going to bring up 4th and 8. Clock is still counting on that ticking on that running play. 1:10 mark here in the third quarter. Looks like number 1's going to go back deep as Bolton's going to, number 54, need a good snap and a good high punt like we got last time.
I'm pretty sure the returner has already told the umpire he is going to fair catch.
And if he gets a good Bulldog kick, it's going to roll down inside the 20-yard line, or right at the 20-yard line. It's about a 4-yard punt. Good job by the, he is a senior, Javon Bolton. Good job on flipping the field there by the Bulldogs.
Definitely a nice weapon to have. Somebody can kick the football like that. I mean, it, like you say, flips the field, changes the field position. He's got a long way to go in a short amount of time.
All right, Bulldogs, we need to get a stop on downs here and get the ball back around our own 40-yard line and go down and try to go up by 2 scores. Let's see if Teague decides to keep running the ball. I mean, they're not in dire straits right now, but you hold them on this possession, they're going to probably start having to pass the ball a little bit more than they really want to.
I got an update for you. So Palestine Westwood Panthers 19, Dive 21. So Palestine Westwood has put up a touchdown, so they close that gap a little bit.
And running right up the middle, and that's number 7. He's going to go wide to the right, and they're pushing him. The offensive line pushing him. He's going to pick up about 7 yards. Letting them play a long time. Kind of like a soccer scrum right there. And that could actually be the last play here of this third quarter unless Teague wants to run a quick play. 24 seconds on the scoreboard, 27 seconds on the play clock. 2nd and about 4 at the 27-yard line of Teague. Bolton checks in real late for the Bulldogs on that defensive line. 9 seconds. This time a low snap, almost a bobble snap. And he's going to hit hard. I don't think they're going to pick up the first down. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 2, and that is going to be the last play of the third quarter. We're going to throw it back to the station for 1 minute. We'll come back here for exciting fourth quarter action. Again, brought to you by Bruner's Economy Car Center.
Aurora Concepts is a family medical practice located at 1261 East Loop 304 in Crockett. Aurora Concepts, where no appointment is needed. Aurora Concepts accepts insurance of all kinds, Medicare and Medicaid. And if you're a cash-paying patient, Aurora Concepts is very, very affordable. So wait no more for that appointment when you're sick. Head to Aurora Concepts, a family medical practice with no appointments needed. See them today.
Flu shots have arrived at Aurora Concepts.
Lucas Roofing, located on Southwest Loop 304 in Crockett, are the experts. Lucas Roofing is family owned and believe that a good business reputation is where it all begins. Lucas Roofing does all aspects of roofing. Shingle, metal, and specialty roofing is their business, and Lucas Roofing will go the extra steps needed to guarantee quality workmanship. So make the call to Lucas Roofing today at 936-544-7992. Lucas Roofing, covering East Texas with the best.
To the Monte Driskell Stadium, Crockett leading by 8, 20-12. Teague has the ball. Big 3rd down and 1 at the Crockett 29-yard line. Don't know if that'd be 4-down territory, but I sure would like to see us get them to 4th down right here.
Absolutely. The Bulldogs have done it a few times on these short yardage plays where they've broken through and made the tackle. Hopefully they can do it again.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback looking at that little bubble screen. He's going to pass it out there, and they're going to pick up, they're going to pick up the 1st down by about a yard. Pretty good coverage there by the Bulldogs. Going to move the sticks. 1st down out to about the 31-yard line, 32-yard line of, 31-yard line of Teague.
Oh, I didn't expect to pass there, Tommy, but I see that one thing that drives me insane is on 3rd down throwing it short of the 1st down marker. I don't know. I mean, they picked it up. They picked it up barely, but you see the Cowboys do it all the time.
The Cowboys
man
game plan right there sometimes.
8 yards, 2 1st down, let's run a 6-yard route.
2 receivers to the left. 1 goes in motion. They're going to turn around and give it to the smaller back. He's going to get around the corner all the way out about the 40-yard line. Going to bring up a gain of about 9.
Kind of a Yarborough on the start for the Bulldogs.
Good play by number 11, Kevin Yarborough for the Bulldogs. He was the backside defensive end, and he chased the running back all the way down across the field and ended up picking up the tackle. Good hustle play right there.
And 11-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Again, we'll be recapping some scores around the East Texas after the game's over. We'll have the Domino's player of the game. We'll have the Whataburger post-game report. Also brought to you by TSN. Snapback for the quarterback. Run right up the middle. And he's going to be tackled in the backfield. I think he's going to lose about a yard back out to the 40-yard line. It just seems like their backs just don't hit the – they don't look like our backs. They don't hit the ball, hit the hole near as hard.
I mean, they're bigger kids like that, too. But like you said, they just kind of get the ball. And it's not like they're really tiptoeing, but they just hesitate right at the line of scrimmage and then decide to go. But I don't know, definitely not like the Bulldog running backs.
Yeah, I said halftime. I mean, Teague, they're averaging 23 points a game, giving up 25 points a game. So they're just about giving up what they usually give up here in a game. We'll bring up 3rd and 1 right at the 40-yard line. This time 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. I think it's going to be a handoff back to the big back in the backfield. He's going to get the ball. Oh, there's a
call time
delay of game.
No, I think the Teague coach ran down the sideline, called timeout right before the play got there.
Yeah, timeout, Teague. We'll go take it with them. We'll throw it back to the station for 1 minute. Come back here with more 4th quarter action here at the Jack.
Stop Shop. You've been looking for this locally owned family business offering automotive and equipment repair and alignments while still offering Napa Auto Parts and competitive tire pricing along with tire repair service calls. The top line mechanic service and repair for all of your automotive needs. No appointment necessary. Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Give us a call at 936-544-3287. We look forward to doing business with you.
The good folks at Texas Star Propane provide propane tanks, and install and propane accessories. They're a featured propane company in many developments in the area and love to take care of our first responders and veterans. Texas Star Propane is ready to provide you with excellent customer service and offers anything and everything propane. Enjoy better customer service with Texas Star Propane. 936-439-6544. That's Texas Star Propane, 936-439-6544.
And 3rd and 1, big play here for the Teague line. Snap back, picking the pass. The ball is completed about the 45-yard line. It's going to break about 2 tackles. Going to get down about the 49-yard line. They've done pretty well with 2 pass plays here on 3rd down plays.
Yeah, they completed a little screen pass behind the line of scrimmage and picked it up by 1 yard right there. There was a Bulldog in the throwing lane. He jumped. I thought he was going to get a hand on it. Just went right over his head, and the receiver caught it and looking at another first down.
Jamarian Davis, junior back for the Bulldogs, comes off, lost his helmet, so he's going to come off for one play. Two receivers to the right, two backs in the backfield with the quarterback. Now number 3 goes in motion. Quarterback, another little bubble screen, almost a lateral. He's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards. He's going to get out of bounds about the 48-yard line of Crockett into Crockett territory. Now they're actually going to mark him out at the 49, so that's only be a gain of about 2. This is where we need help with the yellow hanky on the ground or a big loss.
Yeah, back them up, give them a long third down. I think, Teague's probably thinking they're in 4-down territory themselves, so hold them to it.
And this receiver over here is almost offside, but he's not.
Oh, he's open.
Oh, yeah, it's good. One of the best plays they've called all night. I put the man in motion. It's like he's going to run the ball, and then the quarterback rolls out to the right and flip the receiver out to the right, and he was wide open. He's going to pick up a first down for Teague down inside the 41-yard line of Crockett.
Yeah, the way they've been running the ball is just standard play action pass, put the guy out the flat on the backside, and got a lot of green in front of it. Come on, Bulldogs.
First down at the 41-yard line for Teague. 9:16 mark here in the fourth quarter. And Crockett leading by 8. If they do score, they want to go for 2. This time, a little hesitation. Back's going to take the ball right up the middle. I think the Bulldogs might not be a bad idea to call timeout here. I think we're going to get a little winded on defense and start to kind of move backwards.
Boy, that fast snap on the extra point's looming large right now. That could have been a 2-possession game. Now you're in a 1-possession game. Of course, Teague is already going for a 2-point conversion, which they failed on it, but he'd definitely rather be up by 4 than, or up by 9 than up by 8.
Second 5 at the 36-yard line of Crockett with the Teague line. And put 3 back in motion. This time run right back up the middle. He's going to pick up about 2 yards down to about the 34-yard line. Going to bring up third and about 3. Yeah, nothing flashy by the Teague lines. I mean, they basically just say, hey, we're gonna run the ball, and every once in a while we're going to throw short passes.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, that's like you say, I think we talked about that. We might be home by 9:30. It's 9 o'clock right now, and we got, we're about to go into the 8-minute mark left in the game. So, and that's including all the homecoming festivities that extend the game a little bit further.
Even shorter than you think. 2 receivers to the right, big back in the backfield with the quarterback, looking to pass the ball. Pass down the flat, and it's going to be picked. Go. He could be gone for a touchdown. The Crockett Bulldogs going to the ball. They're not going to catch it.
Keep going.
And that is number.
Let's go. That's number 4. Zay Butler.
And there's a flag right here.
No way.
No, it's really late. It's on one of their players or their coaching staff over there because the flag, there wasn't a Crockett Bulldog within 20 yards of where that happened. So I think we're going to get a kickoff from the 45-yard line, I believe. That should be against Teague. It's got to be against Teague because there was not a Crockett player.
There's 2 flags down. Now, one of the Teague players is over there, number 51, the big lineman, doing a little dance like he's coming back, but I don't think he knows what he's talking about because he's walking to the other side of the field right now. All right, yeah.
Because this flag back here wasn't thrown until we were in the end zone.
Yeah, I just heard some of the other people in the press box saying the same thing. Of course, I was excited. I didn't even see the flag get thrown. But
I think it's going to stand. I think it's going to be 15-yard penalty against Teague on the kick.
They're moving the chains. Everything's going back. The ball spotted for the extra point. How long was that, Tommy? We're talking about where he picked that ball off about the 30-yard line?
35 probably, 65 yards.
Oh, man, what a play.
I tell you, he's got 2 touchdowns tonight. Zay Butler's trying to become the domino player of the game.
Well, with a big a play as that was, I mean, that
looks like Crockett's going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them real quick. Let's take 30 seconds. Don't want to come back and miss this extra point. So 30 seconds back to the station with more fourth quarter action.
Texas and Knox Furniture is proud to once again help bring you the game. From the heart of historic downtown Crockett, we salute the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders who dedicate themselves to excellence. Like them, we work hard every day to bring you the best in furniture, appliances, flooring, mattresses, and accessories. So get on the team that keeps your home running. Knox Furniture, 300 East Goliad, historic downtown Crockett.
And back here at Monte Driskell Stadium, a big turnover right there. There's 2 turnovers for the Bulldogs here in the second half. And you're just talking about it, Dustin. Whoever wins the turnover game is probably going to win this game. And right now, looking good for Crockett, leading by 14, 26 to 12. Big extra point right here. Put you up by 15. Now, I wonder if Crockett might consider going for 2.
I think you go for 2 right here.
I believe we are going for 2. Try to make it a 3-score game.
Yeah, I mean, you get this right here, Tommy, with 7 minutes and 42 seconds left in the game. I like the Bulldogs' chance to hold on. Crazier things have happened.
Might be putting the hay in the barn if you get this 2-point play right here. Crockett lined up to run a 2-point play. I think you fumble the ball. It's going to be unsuccessful, but Crockett is still leading by 2 full scores and 2 extra points, 26 to 12. 7:42 mark. We're going to talk back to the station for 1 minute. We'll come back here with more exciting fourth-quarter action here at the Jack.
Members, have you heard the latest news? We have a new mobile app, and it's pretty exciting. Visit the App Store on your smartphone and download My HCEC. The My HCEC app allows you to report outages, view your energy usage, and pay your bill, all from the convenience of your phone. Houston County Electric Cooperative, powering your way of life.
Okay. Back here in Crockett at the high school football field, Monte Driskell Stadium. Crockett now leading by 2 scores, 2 big turnovers. The pick 6, and then we had the punt fumble, muff ball, but down there where Crockett got short field position, scored on 2 plays, 6 yards. Now leading 26 to 12. And I tell you, Domino's player of the game, defense might have to get some recognition.
Defense can get some recognition, but I'm looking at my score sheet right here. There's one name on the list that has a couple of really big plays. So he's trending in the right direction.
Guy named Zay Butler?
Yeah, hey, you nailed it. I mean, he's looking right now. He's got a 65-yard pick 6 and a 50-yard rushing TD.
We are kicking off from their 45-yard line. I mean, normally on a regular game, I'd say you kick an onside kick, but right now I might just say try to kick it out of the back of the end zone. And let him take over at the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
And he's got the foot to kick it in the end zone.
Oh, I believe so. Like you said, let's just kick it deep. Not a ton of time on the clock. Make them waste as much as they have to and make it as hard for them to score as we can.
Omar Gonzalez, sophomore kicker, kicking from the 45-yard line, and he is going to kick it deep and out of the back of the end zone. I mean, didn't even land on the playing field. As the Teague line will come out to the 20-yard line. I think it's still the 20. You don't see too many touchbacks anymore in high school football. It's either the 20 or the 25. I tell you, I can't stand the pro kickoffs now.
It's definitely changed the game quite a bit. Looks like they're going to come out of the 25, which I think is now.
25-yard line.
Well, I don't even understand all the pro rules. If you got to kick it in the landing zone.
If it hits in the landing zone, it goes into the end zone. It only comes out to the 20. Yeah. But if you fair catch it to the 25, there's another way. It could be the 35 or the 30. It's too complicated. Got a late player coming out on the field for the Bulldogs, number 53, Samuel Perez. They're going to put a man in motion, looking to pass the ball. I'd like to just get a sack. You got a receiver open, and he's going to be tackled down about the 40-yard line. I mean, we had that was number 10 came in from the Bulldogs. Jamarian Davis I thought he was going to have a shot at possibly intercepting that ball, but good thing he got enough contact on the receiver to get him on the ground. Good thing is the clock is ticking, 7:26 mark. Crockett, I mean, we can give up some yards right here, but make them earn. Yeah, if they're going to get a score here, you make them earn it on like a 5-minute drive.
You can't give up the big play. The big play can kill you right now. It's a 2-possession game. So even if they do score, they got to get
guard this receiver, slot receiver right here.
He's open. Oh, goodness.
And the pass out in the flat, and there's a flag here and a flag in the middle of the field. I wonder if they didn't get the play off.
I'm not sure, but it looks like it's going to be on Teague. But number 1 for Teague, I don't know if you saw him, the guy that you said nobody was covering, he came up wide open down the sideline, and the quarterback decided to check down. And I'm glad
I don't know what this flag right here in front of the Crockett bench could be. And the official, the deep official threw the flag.
Well, they moved.
They moved the ball 5 yards forward like it's currently on Crockett.
Assuming it was a holding?
I don't know what else could be to be 5 yards. Does stop the clock. 6:59 mark here in the fourth quarter. 3 receivers to the right. Back in the backfield. Quarterback rolling to his right, looking to pass the ball. And the ball is passed. I don't think it's incomplete. Or they say he caught that ball. They say he caught that ball about the 45-yard line of Crockett. If he caught that ball, that was a really good catch, about a foot off the ground.
One thing I noticed is the team wide receivers really like to do the first down side. They've been watching the NFL Sundays a little bit too much. You can't dance and do the first down. You got one catch for 5 yards there, brother. Take it easy.
And again, tomorrow night, right here on K.I.V.Y. on 1290 AM, you can listen to the Texas Longhorns facing the Kentucky Wildcats. A&M facing the Arkansas Razorbacks over on our sister station, KMVL. Snap back to the quarterback, looking to pass the bubble screen and get him on the ground. Don't let him get around, and that's going to be 0. He ran about 15 yards. He's going to gain about 5. And the clock is slowly ticking away. 6:15 mark here in the fourth quarter. Crockett with a 14-point lead.
Like you say, Tommy, I'm perfectly fine with that. You can complete these passes for 5 yards. That's not hurting me one bit, as long as the clock continues to run.
Yeah, I don't think they've got the speed to really get deep on us. As long as we don't blow a coverage, we should be okay. And
like you said, the Crockett matches up better as far as athlete on athlete.
2 receivers to the right. Got like a flanker back. Quarterback's going to fake it. Looking to pass deep, and he had man in his face. And I think that ball might have been deflected right there in front of his face. We haven't really got any contact on the quarterback all night long as far as sacking the quarterback.
I think there was a little bit right there. Devon Bolton, our punter, our do-everything guy, he kind of, there's a flag. Coming in in front of the Crockett bench. I just now saw that one. They're having a conversation, but I think Devon Bolton got a little bit of pressure right there. I think that's why that pass came out a little wobbly.
Is that phone real late?
I didn't see it unless he just dropped it. Holding on Teague. Yeah, put him back. Make it third.
I guess it'll be second in about 15. Don't take the play. Should be back about the 50-yard line. Yes, it is. Should still be second. Yes, it is second down. 5:40 mark here in the fourth quarter. Crockett leading 26-12. I think there's going to be some people around the district going to be surprised if they see this score. They're thinking, hey, Crockett, they are for real this year.
All right, same thing, boys. Just keep them in front. Let them complete it if they want, and just come up and make the tackle.
I think this is going to be a running play. No, they're going to fake it to the run. Quarterback, he's rolling to his right. Nobody's really open. He's going to complete it to his up receiver. Back, get about those 10 yards back to about the 40-yard line. Again, we'll take these 5 to 10-yard plays as long as that clock keeps ticking. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. And they've kind of abandoned the run all of a sudden. I think they've had like 6 pass plays in a row.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see too many more runs, especially with the timing situation that Teague's got. Of course, they're not really going hurry up, even out of they're completing the passes and just running the clock. They're not really not a ton of urgency to them.
Quarterback puts a man in motion, number 0 in motion. Snap back to quarterback, rolling out to his right, left-hand side. And not a real good pass. And I thought we was going to have a little contact right there between good sportsmanship there between 7 and 20 for Crockett. Their running back Jaden Coe, and then on the 20 for Crockett is Christian Bell, freshman.
Yeah, that was a good play.
The big freshman, number 20 for Crockett.
Jakeem Magnite out on the edge, making a good play, breaking that pass up.
Only bad thing about that play is it does stop the clock on that incomplete pass. And that's going to bring up 4th down. And, Dustin, I'm going to say it right now. You stop them right here. I think it might be Katie bar the door unless Crockett does something really crazy.
Turnover-wise, just hold on to the ball. If you can get it back right here, just hold on to it and see if you got the win.
3 receivers left. Rolls his quarterback back to his left.
Got some pressure.
And it's going to be incomplete pass. A turnover on down. And I tell you, number 0 for Teague, he's trying to bait somebody into a penalty out there.
He's doing a lot of things. He's the one that keeps doing the first down dance. He's talking to the ref saying he got, I got held. That was pass interference, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't, brother. That was 4th down. The Crockett's ball, and looks like we're going to, as long as we take care of the ball time, it looks like we're going to walk out of the Jack tonight with a big win.
I'm kind of surprised how much they roll a right-handed quarterback to his left.
Yep.
It's just harder to turn your hips to make that pass, complete that pass. But Crockett will take over on their own 40-yard line. Big number 72 checking in for Crockett, Camden Crabtree, Jr. And a couple first downs right here, that will go a long ways to Crockett even their district record to 1-1. He's taking care of the ball, boys. Going to put grips in motion. Going to pitch it back to him, running up the middle. He might break one. He's going to get about 8 or 9 yards. We'll give him 8 yards. About 47-yard line. 7 yards. Well, now they're marking it back.
Just whatever.
Now it's back to the 48-yard line, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 2. 4:19 mark here in the 4th quarter. I'm feeling pretty good, Dust.
I am too. I mean, that's a great run right there on first down. Now like you say, now you feel good about running it, 2, 3 more times. How many more timeouts does Teague have? 2, it looks like both teams have 2.
I think they both have 2. And I was looking, last year, I think it was the first year we played Teague in quite a while. They weren't in our district, before they did realignment 2 times ago. So we haven't played Teague in a while. This time takes it back to Butler. He's running up the middle. He's going to pick up the first down. Folks, he might be gone. They're not going to catch it. Dave Butler's going to go for a 50-yard, his second 50-yard touchdown run of the night to make our new score 32-12. A 20-point lead by the Bulldogs, waiting for the extra point. That right there, folks, if you can remember old Dandy Don, might be time to turn out the lights, not just bounce the light. I think the fat lady can sing.
I think she can sing now. I'll tell you this, we can wait on it. Old Domino's player of the game. He had a good shot. I don't
think we need to wait on it.
But I'm going to tell you, all right,
3 touchdowns, the fixture.
Yes, what a night for Dave Butler. He has been awesome.
Now he's got to sit there and hold the ball. He gets the ball down, kick it up, and good. Makes our new score 33-12, 21-point lead with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left here in this 4th quarter. We're going to throw it back to the station for 1 minute. Come back here for more exciting 4th quarter action here at the ground.
At Husky Trailer Parts in Huntsville yet? Wait till you see our huge selection of in-stock parts. From axle kits to lighting, wheels and brakes to suspensions, we have it all covered. We also carry Circle-Y saddles and tack. For more than 63 years, Husky Trailer Parts Company has been helping our friends and neighbors keep their trailers safely on the road. Come visit us right here in Huntsville at 914 State Highway 19 or give us a call at 936-295-9900 today. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 till 1. Or you can order online anytime at huskytrailers.com. Remember, there are 3 ways to shop. Come into the store, call us, or visit us online at huskytrailers.com. Husky Trailer Parts Company. Generations of trust delivered. Visit huskytrailers.com.
And that touchdown run was another Hard Road Newell first down. Again, C3 Services, United Ag and Turf, East Texas Roofing, Parks Overhead Door, Double K Concrete, Crockett Farm and Fuel, Crockett Ag and Auto, Aurora Concepts, Lucas Roofing, and Texas Star Propane, all helping make this game possible. So folks, when you're out looking for services these people provide, just remember they are backing the Crockett Bulldogs. So I know you have choices, but sometimes it's nice to back people to back the Bulldogs.
Well, we kicked the ball all the time, but I don't think
they ever blew it in motion. I think that Gonzalez he got up there and got ready to kick the ball, but I don't think the officials ever blew the whistle. Finally, the Whitehead back here, he blows his.
All right, try that again.
All right.
We just want to get that ball in play, get that clock running.
I'd squib this one. Yes,
What he did.
He did. And I think it went off a Teague player, and he's going to step out of bounds about the 38-yard line of Teague. It's number 19. Their numbers are kind of weird, look small, skinny numbers.
They're really thin.
Yeah. I mean, you think you could see them with their orange numbers on a white jersey, but they're just so close together, it's hard to differentiate what the numbers they are. But Teague will take over, trailing now 33-12. And see if you can get a check on that Westwood score real quick. Again, it would benefit Crockett for Westwood to win that game.
So 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Diboll Lumberjacks 28, Palatine Westwood Panthers 25. So they're still down by 3.
3 receivers to the right for Teague. One was back in the backfield. This time they're going to fake it to him. Almost got the quarterback sacked. He's rolling to his right. And, almost picked by...
Doing push-ups because he dropped it. I like it.
Let's see who that is over there. That's Butler again.
Take a guess. He has been a one-man wrecking crew tonight.
Folks, I know sometimes they recognize players around East Texas, at a little bit higher levels, like the area player of the week. This young man's got a chance to be recognized by like KTRE or somebody like that. Station out of Dallas, station out of Tyler, station out of College Station.
He's going to get recognized by K.I.V.Y. radio at the end of the game, I can promise you.
2 receivers to the right, one back in the backfield with the quarterback. Fakes to him. They're going to look to pass the ball. He was open, but he was almost falling when he caught the ball. Oh, look at him trying to flop. I think that's 0. No, that's number 1. They're going to complete it down to about the 45-yard line. As soon as they move the chains, they'll wind this clock back up. Right now, at the 3:21 mark. Again, Crockett leading pretty comfortable here by 21, 33-12. Again, great job by our defense. I mean, we kept them out of the end zone twice if they were down inside our 10-yard line.
Well, let's be honest, Tommy. Without the big, kickoff return right there at half, you're take another 7 points off the board.
We're going to put 0 in motion. Snap back to the quarterback. Looking to pass over here to the left-hand side. He's pretty accurate. Doesn't put a lot of zip on the ball, but pretty accurate. And finally going to mark him down at the 35-yard line, gain about 7 or 8. Clock should still keep ticking. And 24 for Crockett's down. I think he's cramped up. That is number 24, Sandals. And they're going to call a official's timeout. We're going to take let's go ahead and take a minute break. We're going to come back here with more fourth quarter action here at the Jack.
No, what is it?
It's the smell of football. I'm so glad football season is finally here again.
That's right. I love going to games and catching up with all of my friends. You just don't forget to tell me when the game is over. You almost forgot me last year.
I would never forget you. Who else is going to take such good care of all of our customers at Davy Crockett Drug?
That's right. We have the best customers at Davy Crockett Drug. All you football fans, be sure and call me at 936-544-2275 for all your medication needs. Just don't call me on a Friday night. I will be at the game.
This is attorney Christopher Spruce at Piney Woods Law. I'm the personal injury lawyer you need if you've been injured in a car or truck wreck. Go to PineyWoodsLaw.com for a free case review. You need an experienced lawyer with a practice focused on personal injury. I represent hurt people. Auto accidents and wrongful death cases have always been my focus, and I've helped thousands. Wherever in Texas you're hurt, injury cases are what we do at Piney Woods Law. Go to PineyWoodsLaw.com or text me at 903-724-0055 or just stop by our office in Grapeland, Texas. You don't need a big town attorney to have a big time attorney.
And back at the Jack, Winkler, the quarterback's going to drop back. He gets pressured. He's going to drop way back. He just throws the ball off his back foot. Incomplete pass. Going to bring up 3rd and about 3 at the 35-yard line of Crockett. Quickly back up on the ball. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this game. Crockett leading by 21 points, 33-12. 3 receivers to right. Winkler's going to roll out to his right, looking to pass the ball. He's going all the way for all the money, and kind of surprised it wasn't a flag right there.
I thought he was reaching for it. He didn't turn his head, but I guess he's
going to be an incomplete pass. Looks like Butler's back there. I think he got beat on the play, but he recovered pretty quickly.
Really, really quickly.
That's going to bring up 4th, and so they hadn't changed the down marker. It should be 4th and 3.
It should be 4th down right here.
Clock does stop on the incomplete pass. 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
We're bringing in
26.
That's Jeremiah Killam, junior.
See if we can hold them here and get a turnover on downs. You know they're going to pass the ball, I would think. I don't think they've run the ball in the 4th quarter
I don't
yet.
believe they have. Oh, I heard a whistle. Not sure.
Delay of game. Moving back 5 more yards.
All right, boys, let's stop them right here.
Teague has just kind of been out of sorts all game long. I mean, they a lot of people have them picked as the 3rd-place team in this district, and looking at their record and their points scored, they're not the high-powered offense they were the last 2 years.
No, it doesn't look like it. Like you said, some of that. Maybe they had the thought in their head they were just going to roll in here to Crockett and just get out of here with an easy win. But like we talked about before the game, this is a completely different Bulldog team than what it was last year.
Going to bring up a 4th and about 7. It's right at the 40-yard line. Puts the man in motion. Quarterback's going to roll to his left again, looking to pass across his body. And the incomplete pass. It's going to be a turnover on downs. The Bulldogs going to take over, and basically we can almost get in the victory formation and run this clock out. Teague does have 2 timeouts. Crockett 2 timeouts.
Maybe Teague sees the writing on the wall here, and they won't use those timeouts. I think we were shooting for 9:30. We're at 9:22 right now, so we're going to be close to it.
I'm not going to complain one bit. What is that?
I'm going to keep it to myself. That's the same guy. I mean, he's been trying to bait people. He's been doing the
get out the mustard. We got a couple of hot dogs on the field.
He tried to draw a few flags with some flopping. He's watching a lot of NBA, apparently.
Like LeBron James out there. I don't like all the flopping in pro basketball.
No, I don't either.
At all. And he's not the only one that does it. There's a bunch of them that do it.
Tell you what, I'm excited about the Rockets, though. You know, Kevin Durant coming in. You got Reed Shepherd put on a show last night, second-year player that they drafted. Tari Eason. I mean, you've got some ball players. Rockets got a chance this year.
I think they'll make a playoff run for sure. Jaden White, quarterback for the Bulldogs, under center. Pitch it back to Griffin. He's going to run around the left-hand side. Fighting hard. They could try to slam him late flag.
Well, I think it might have been a face mask, Tommy. I saw a hand up high. I don't know. Back judge saw it. He threw the flag, but it definitely looked like a face mask to me.
Most of them have been on Teague, but these officials kind of got flag happy here in the last 10 minutes of the game. Teague's probably got 200 yards of penalties, and I think Crockett might have less than 50.
Oh, yeah. Crockett's definitely won the penalty battle. They've won the turnover battle. They've run the rushing battle.
We're at the 2-minute timeout here in the 4th quarter. We're going to throw it back to station for 1 minute. Come back here and wrap this game up here with 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
Center is your complete full-service automotive body repair center. The Bruner family has been taking care of citizens of Houston and surrounding counties since 1972, and their reputation speaks for itself. Bruner's Economy Car Center will tow your vehicle and set you up in a hassle-free rental car. Bruner's Economy Car Center, located 5 miles north of Crockett on Highway 287 in Latexo, or give them a call at 936-544-7142.
When you're ready to get the most your money can buy, you're ready for Cutshaw Chevrolet. And now's the time to put yourself in a brand new Chevrolet at a price you'll love. If you've been waiting for the perfect time to buy a new Chevrolet, then the time will never be better than it is right now. Silverados, Tahoes, Suburbans, they have them all at Cutshaw Chevrolet, and they're all priced to move. Cutshaw Chevrolet, 287 South in Grapeland, where they're always keeping it simple. Cutshaw Chevrolet, 1-800-CUTSHAW.
And back here at the Jack, Bulldogs take the ball, roll out to the right-hand side, tackle for about a 2-yard loss. Right now, I'm not really worried. Right now, just take care of the ball. Minute, I think we do have a timeout by Teague.
He's going to use those timeouts. I was hoping they might not, but I guess if they got them, they're going to use them. There's always teaching moments in these games, even though, even if you're getting beat.
And we got to hear from our fine sponsors, so we're going to throw it back to station for 30 seconds. We'll come back here with more 4th quarter action here at Monte Driskell Stadium on homecoming night.
The heat is on.
It soon will be time to make sure that the heat is on. With fall officially here, now is the perfect time to have your heating system serviced. Call Hargrove Neal Heating and Air today at 936-544-7270 or 544-COOL and schedule a heating checkup. Since 1961, Hargrove Neal Heating and Air has been the company that East Texas has relied on for comfort. Hargrove Neal Heating and Air services all brands and models and is your trained comfort specialist.
Okay, back here at Monte Jack Driskell Stadium. A happy homecoming night for good attendance here at the Crockett football field at Monte Jack Driskell Stadium. It's going to be 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line, 1 minute 48 seconds. See if Crockett decides to run the ball or just maybe kneel down. Quarterback under center. They're going to turn around and give us that little dive play to number 21, right up the middle, Jaden Garcia. He's going to get back those 2 yards they did lose. Not sure why Teague's calling timeout, but they're going to get their money's worth, so we're going to take a minute with them. Back a bit more fourth quarter action here at the Jack. 1 minute timeout.
Sign up today for Domino's Piece of the Pie Rewards Program and begin earning points towards a free pizza with every order of $10 or more. You can now even earn points over the phone or on past orders. Visit Domino's.com to sign up, and for more information, visit Domino's, located at 1000 Loop 304 in Crockett, or call them at 936-624-0111. That's Domino's Pizza in Crockett.
Who's ready for some football? Here at Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville, football season kicks off the best deals of the year. Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville. Come in and get a 25 Cadillac CT5 starting at only $49,890, or a Cadillac XT5 starting at only $43,665. Want to go green? We've got a Cadillac Optic starting at only $49,995. But you need to hurry to Wiesner Cadillac in Huntsville and take advantage of these great deals before they're all gone. Or visit us online at WiesnerCadillac.com. Wiesner Cadillac, where we make dreams come true.
Back here for fourth quarter action, 1 minute 43 seconds. Crockett 3rd and 10 from their own 42 or 38-yard line. They're going to turn around and give it to number 15. He's going to go in the left-hand side, and folks, he is going to pick up a Hargrove Neal first down. That's going to do it, folks.
No timeout for Teague hands. I think that's the ball game.
I think we can just kneel it down twice, maybe 3 times, go to the house. Again, big 21-point look like victory for the Crockett Bulldogs. And if Westwood does hold on up in Westwood, that means Westwood's going to go to 2-0, Fairfield 2-0, Crockett and Diboll both be 1-1, and Teague and Huntington both be 0-2. Which if it ends up that way, and the playoffs started tomorrow, Crockett would be in the playoffs.
Yep. Yeah, like we said, you kind of have victory games coming up with the Teague game and then the Diboll game.
Crockett is your favorite formation for a quarterback.
It would be the victory formation.
And he's going to take it back, and good job by Teague, not trying to come across and hit somebody. I'm going to do it one more time, 49 seconds on the clock. You get down under the...
And Westwood has taken a 4-point lead over Diboll with about 5 minutes to go in the fourth. So Diboll Lumberjacks 28, Westwood Panthers 32.
And that should be the ball game, folks. Big win by Coach J.D. Jordan and the coaching staff. A good overall team victory, defensive and offensive victory. Final score, Crockett 33-12. Been a while since the Bulldogs have won a home game against a quality opponent. A lot of people probably are going to be surprised at the score. I think Teague probably was been favored in this game.
Absolutely. Let's be honest. I mean, Teague scored 12 points. That Crockett defense is good. But we're talking about a 40-yard touchdown pass. And right at the end of the half, an 80-yard, kickoff return that set them up right before the half. Yeah. This game could easily lead, let's be honest, it could easily be 33-0.
It's not as close. It was worse than what the score showed. That's for sure.
Crockett absolutely dominated this game. How about a win for me? I can come back now. I'm on the board.
He's 1-3 now, folks.
I'm in the win column here.
We can keep him in the playoffs. He's going to be my first call. But I tell you what, folks, we're going to throw it back to the station for 3 minutes. We've got to take care of some of our sponsors. 3 minutes. We'll come back here and start the post game.